Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty-Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in to another live rant and review of one of our favorite series, Drag Race España. Season 3, this is episode 3. It's a ball. That's right, we've got, 33 looks. Ooh, we got a lot of looks to go over today. 33, right? I hope I got it together. I missed you. I know it's been a little while, and I know we had a video in between time because there was construction happening around my place for the entire week, and they were redoing the roof, redoing basically the entire outside of our building. So it was a lot going on, and I was not able to do the videos live like I normally do. So with that being said, that means today it is about Drag Race España, so we'll keep it there. Now, for those of you who want my Bad Boys Texas review, because I have a lot going on in the background, as you can see, I kept my word. Put my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to keep on doing it. Oh, yes, talking that big stuff today. Oh, I'm going to be barking. Roo, roo, roo. Some girls are mad already. It's adorable. But listen, lots going on in the background. We have things on the menu. I have a lot. I have a team I'm working with. There's woo! Everything's coming together. Everything's looking up Millhouse. So, of course, I'll discuss a little bit about that today. But yeah, I will be doing the Bad Boy Texas review on Monday. It probably will be my maybe second to last video that I post or do prior to me going out for Dragcon. So for those of you who are into the Bad Boys Texas collection, I'm going to be doing episodes 2 and 3 on Monday, because 2 really wasn't a lot until, you know, Anthony came to the house to basically get beat up again. But we'll get to episode 3 and do a little 1 and a 2. A 1 and a 2. A 1 and a 2. House of Milan, did those nails arrive to my friend yet? I got to ask you. I was just about to hit you up today just to double check, because I'm running through everything now. Okay, your boy's been working out. We've gotten a little bigger chest. The arms are coming together. I want to make sure I'm fit because, you know, we'll be performing. Anywho, let's do my social medias, and I'm going to start talking that cash stuff, and then we'll get into this review today. At MattyRants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the MattyRants. You can find that all in the description down below. Grab a branch, eat some fruit, Mativia, the good poots. There is merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. That's right, dragqueenmerch.com. You can find Mativia shirts, Rant Pack shirts. Sundays are best with and the panel. All merch is available at dragqueenmerch.com. Oh, wait, that's right. Dragqueenmerch.com has found their way to Target. Shout out to my fellow partnership company, Hi Bible Girl and Company, Drag Queen Merch, also available in Target. Now, you can also catch me on Patreon for as low as $1 a month. That's right, $1 a month, okay? You can see over 300 now videos that are available for consumption. Now, for those of you who may be new to Patreon and you're listening to this right now before you get the subscription, there is an issue with the Vimeo player on the Patreon app. Not the website for patreon.com, but the app. So if you look at my videos and it's like, oh, it's not working, you need to just copy the link real quick, take it to the patreon.com. Actually, just log in through your patreon.com through your web browser on your phone, and you'll be able to view the video just fine. It'll probably take you directly to vimeo.com to watch it, but I promise you all of those videos are available for consumption, and there are no issues except for what's on the app. So please follow directions and instructions on the Patreon post, and you'll be able to watch all of those videos for, again, $1 a month. I'm also bookable on Cameo. We're going to talk about looks today. Some looks may not get the best response, but I don't mean any ill will or any malicious intent to anybody that I talk about today. And I'm, have to explain this often because some people do take things personally on behalf of others. Maybe they don't have a life in them or of their own, or, maybe I said something that touched their spirit the wrong way. I'm not your doctor. I'm not your therapist, and I'm not your friend. I am a person on the internet who gives their opinion like everybody else. And sometimes we don't agree, but certainly you can get this and maybe read it or just listen. Disclaimer, this program's for entertainment purposes only and content is not intended to blind any religion, race, company, individual, gender, or wigs. All opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be a jerk. And if you feel uncomfortable viewing this program, consume some Mattivia and have yourself a good poot. Shout out to Emrika, my French love, who is in the audience today. If you didn't know this, they always do the timestamps for these very long live videos. As I said, a rant and review, not a 30-minute run through, but a rant and review. So please give Emrika some love when you see them in the chat. I appreciate you, Mazal, and I thank you so very much. Feral Kitty, you know how I feel about you. You always give me the craziest of memes, and I've always put them in my folder at home, and I show my little brothers sometimes, and they laugh. Like, what's his face? I don't know, but I'm pooping or something's crazy is happening here. So I love you, Feral Kitty. I love everybody else up in here in this chat today. Okay, now that I did my disclaimer, I'm going to do one more thing, and then I'm going to pull up something. And this might cause another thread to get active. This might cause some girls to lose their grip because an argument that some people had about him not doing something, and I will be doing this quite often for the next couple of days, even after, oh yes, girl, I'm going to be talking my big stuff, just so we're clear, because you all, not y'all, but you all, the girls, the ones that watch and hate, have been trying a bitch, and I've been very calm and I've been very quiet. And I said, I do things on my own time. I wait. I have to get my own stuff together. I can't just be all of the things I do. One of my flaws in life is I'm a procrastinator, and I own that stuff. Thank you to my therapist. And I procrastinate through a lot of things because I get anxiety very quickly. Drag is one of those things. But it's something in the background I was working on. It's something that I continue to talk to some of your favorite people who you think I said some crap about, but really that's my bitch. And we talk and they give me advice and they told me things and I learned from them. I also have a background as a backup dancer, performed at South by Southwest in Austin. That's a music festival, kids. That's actually a video you can pull up online. I can talk my shit. It's past the 7-minute marker. I can do that. And I've been trying to be cool about it. But girls, I do things when I'm ready and I don't do them on your time. If you don't like me, fuck you and fuck off. And I'm so serious about it. And I hate to be that girl, but when I tell you, I even had some little thing come at me earlier and I was like, what is really going on? It's not that deep. I don't owe y'all anything and I don't owe anybody else the same. I'm not rude like that. And I'm not a malicious person. You will not be painting me out to be that villain in your story today. I know I have fucked up on some occasions and I have said some things that have been a little left, but not today, Satan, and not forevermore. Because, bitch, I am saved and I am blessed and I am highly favored. Things have been going my way because I put that out in the universe and because I do not come with ill intentions or malicious or malign anybody in that matter. I may not appreciate something I saw on a television show, but it's a television show. How do you not understand that? If you're a teenager and you're watching me and you get yourself riled up, girl, reevaluate the system and grow up. It's not that deep and it never will be. Never is, never has been, never will be. How can you take something not serious and then take something so serious that, So, this person that I am is Matty-Rants. And somebody brought up a question in my chat talking about, well, why didn't you use Matty-Rants versus Pizza? It's more marketable. And to answer that, it's because they're two separate entities. Pizza Cake is the feminine desire I've meant to push out for so many years. I never got a chance to because of me being afraid of not showing masculinity as a man in a Texas Southern state from a Black family. And how my family has talked about drag and trans women and this, that, and the other, and that sort of being ingrained into my system. This has been a lot of years of me removing that trauma to get to be okay with this, to where if somebody sees this, I get to go, I'm good. Yes, I did. So what? Be mad. You don't want to talk? Cool. It's taken a long time to get there. So sorry for the long speech, but at the same time, I own it. And this is my world. This is my channel, and I have to stop apologizing for who I am and what I'm doing, and honestly, just give the big middle fingers and continue on. Because it's like I don't really think about you like that until I see you, and then I have to remove you, and then I'm back to what I'm doing again. So that being said, for all of you who have supported me, this is for us. This is what we're doing here. Dare I get into that drag race universe? Rant pack will be yelled from the fucking hallways, okay? So here we go. Let's start this up. And here's my big kitty shit. Oops, there I am. Bam. Look at this roster. Look at these people. If you are going to Dragcon, okay, there is going to be after shows from Dragcon from everybody that you're going to be seeing at the event, okay? And because if you didn't know this in downtown Los Angeles, Precinct is a club. It's a dope one, mind you. Love it down. Bitch Puddin', winner of season 2 of Dragula, hosts nights and occasions there. And Bitchin' is an arcade rock show. For those of you who play Smash Brothers, you can bring your shit over there and pop it off in another room. I'm so serious. But there's also, of course, many performances that are going to be up there as well. I am in this roster, so we are clear. What are you going to yell about now, girl? What you going to do now, sister? Make a new thread? Try it again. It's going to continue. Watch. Now, we have legendary people like Shauna Brooks is up in here. We're talking about Meatball. We're talking about Louisiana Purchase, Sigourney Beaver. Hey, Sigourney. I can't wait to see Sigourney, girl. I get to perform. That's so cute. Utica Queen, my Seventh-day Adventist sister. Joey J is so gay. Nicole Page Brooks. Alaska Thunderfuck 5000 winner of season 2. All Stars Olivia Lux Mugler, Juicebox, Candace Drag Race, the whole Brat Pack, Kendall Gender, Big Lotto. I get to share a stage with Big Lotto, y'all. I'm living. Cynthia Kistia, Metric Auckland's Black Tenderoni, Allegra Black Bitch Chiquita. Come on, Militia Skunt, who we are going to be seeing very soon. For those of you who know. Marisol Lords, come on now. Listen. Dolly, I love them so much, mind you. Vander Von Odd, such a sweetheart. Landon Sider, y'all know my stories with Landon. That's my baby. My mother, Honey Davenport. Serena T, Calypso Jate, Balmain, come on. And me. So, if you're coming, May 12th, shows from 9 to 2. I'm doing one number. I'm not doing 2. So if you get there, get there. I'm not sure what time I'm going on just yet. We have to get the schedule and everything very soon. But I already have at least 2 numbers ready to go in case somebody got already one song. I'm like, I got another song. I got a backup ready to go. But yes, I will be doing a lot of getting ready stuff for DragCon. I will be documenting most of it in either camera form from the phone or a professional camera. I'll be giving y'all a little treat into the inside of it, getting ready with Honey, being around the queens, this, that, and the other. And yeah, so thank you for your support. Not to be like, fuck all those people, but you know, some of y'all have been so nasty to me for some reason. Just let me cook. Please, just let me bake. Just let your boy bake, okay? But this is one of my bucket list things I have fulfilled. So thanks to Bitch Puddin' and thanks to my community for supporting me. So let's get into the episode. He doesn't do drag. Where is his? Shh. Settle down. Bitch, I'm that girl. Settle down. 6 years in the making. High key. Okay. Oh, listen. I've got this high kick ready to go, kids. I'm going to tell you that right now. That leg is going to be up in the fucking air. All right? Right on when it, because you can't get no boom. And then that's what I'm on. Listen. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. And again, happy to share it with so many talented queens. Okay. Y'all, I went out for Cinco de Mayo and the drinks were flowing. So your boy is still a little bit hungover. That's probably why I'm talking so much crap today. too many margaritas, too many Tito and cranberry drinks for the girls that know that's vodka. So please give me a second here because I'm already rocking a headache. Oh, we didn't eat enough. We didn't eat enough. I was on a diet. We got Dragcon. Should have ate more food. So we're gonna get through this episode the best we can. Shout out to Marta Mama. I have linked their video in the description section. The description and breakdowns that they give are perfect. And honestly, I learned a lot further from their video today as I was watching it. So please make sure that you check it out. I may not go over all of those references with you with each and every look. I may give sort of brief descriptions and summaries of that. I don't mean any disrespect from the matter. I'm just trying to get through a review and at the same time tell you what my overall opinions are of the look. Okay? Fabulous. So let's start this up. Child, who went home? No shade. Wait a minute. Well, Chuchi. Drag Chuchi. Fine Chuchi is what I would like to call them. But Drag Chuchi went home. And of course, it is a little sad that somebody who I thought may have possibly gone a little bit further did go home soon. But of course, there is a twist that is in the works here. So maybe we'll see them again. Maybe not. If I were to be honest with you and tell you from the time that I watched this to the second and the third time that I watched this, I did sort of zone out a little bit in these moments in reference to understanding that a lot of the conversation is, I can do better. This was a great look. We're going to miss this person here. I'm annoyed by the Macarena. That is kind of how the narrative is going right now. I'm just telling you honestly. It's basically Clover's like, well, damn, am I going to do something right? Everybody hates the Macarena, but we still don't know why, unless they're just annoying. And I don't know. And this was sort of telling that Channel NRX was going to go home this episode. No shade. Everything that she said about everybody else's was like, this is terrible. Didn't like, and then all of a sudden you're in the bottom. And then when we had the whole, I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm like, it's traditional regional cost, like garments, like, outfits, traditional clothes. You don't just go crazy with it unless you're doing something that kind of actually still embodies the look. Or if you're going to do that, it has to be really, really good. Because Bestia is the prime example of like, oh, they went completely different, but it still paid homage to what the look was going for. I missed it. But when Marta explained it to me, I was like, oh, okay. Because I was like, this. I thought she was paying homage to what's that baby's name from UK? Every time it was a chap dress. Every time. Ellie Diamond. Do you know? I didn't know what that was for. Either way, everyone looks eclectic as they step into the workroom here. I'm going to zip on through because another conversation about what we about to do and who we about to do. And also she's annoying me right now is really on the map. I just love that Petita has been through this competition with a broken finger. I have not heard one complaint. I have not had one confessional saying it aches, it ahs, it oohs, and it hurts. I love it. It's so crazy to me. Like, I'm like, girl, I'm sorry. We've seen babies go home. It must be the international seasons because listen, say what you want. Tay should have got a tetanus shot for dealing with all that material for that one challenge. We didn't see her get no kind of booster. And then this baby over here walks in, well, bitch, it broke, but hey, we gonna do it. I thought we were doing something for Star Trek for some time. But pop off. Oh my God, you know what I haven't done yet? I haven't even dropped this. Listen, shameless plug. If I'm funny today, if you want to support my drag, if you want to support me at Dragcon, drop something in my tip jar. I really do need it. PayPal.me/MattyRants. Catch up $1 MattyRants. Venmo-Rants. If you don't have it, then no worries. That thumbs up button is also super valuable. I want to tell you that me and Deja Sky's review on this channel is at over 100,000 views. It's 107,000, but they're not 1,000 likes. It's like 897. So if you haven't gone to that video and you haven't liked it yet, you need to go to that video and like it now. Let's get it to 1,000 likes. Let's get this video to 100 or plus more likes. Thanks so much for being here today. But yes, shameless plug. Shameless plug. Okay, so let's point out the fact that Petita did all she did today with essentially one fully functional hand. Drag queens with drag queen skills rise. Like, listen, that gamer guy, I'm inspired watching her because, mind you, she helped everybody on this episode and still won. That rarely happens. That's some Trinity the Tuck Taylor kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? When you end up helping everybody know how to sew, do all that kind of stuff, and then you're still able to have enough time to make your garment. And one of the Javis low-key got immediately checked. I was like, oh, talking about Petita, it looked like it was unfinished with the white. But you mean this pocket? Eat her up, girl. I enjoyed that moment because it was like, I know you were looking. I know you were looking. You seem to always look, okay, looking like 10-10. All right, with that hair today, looking like somebody spit in your face with the sound of wind. I didn't know what was going on. If that didn't make any sense, it didn't have to. It was stupid. Supreme de la creme is what I would like to call this outfit, as she's giving us tan, beige, possibly the doctor's office wallpaper. But, hey, Supreme, what's going on? You got a lot of buttons on that vest and still have a quite accessible top underneath there, but that's the supreme of it all, isn't it? As you tell these babies what they're going to have to do this week, which is not a mini challenge because there's 11 of you and I'm tired, but a maxi challenge of ball proportions, regional ball, not Regions Bank, for the girls that still owe money. Now, with the regional ball, there's going to be 3 categories here. The categories are colors, flavors, regions. Obviously, it's self-explanatory. Colors. Colors can be interpreted, but needs to be colors. Representing what? Colors. Flavors. Food. Things that represent them. Flavors, snacks. All this stuff. Okay. Regions. They're going to be given traditional garments that they must then make clothes inspired by and reflect them. That's what they have to do. They're asked not to take these materials from these dresses, but to make looks inspired by them and use the fabrics that are provided for each looks that they're given. Now, with each look, there is a box that's given with all the fabric and stuff. So it's not like, they're thrown into, well, go to the fabric wall and pick some of this and do some of that. It's like, there were things that they were able to do, but they said, pick a look that it is inspired, that inspires you by. Now, I may not have all these names down correctly. I once again will point to Marta Mama's video. Okay. Trust me. Now, I took a lot of notes. I want to prove myself. I want to prove it. I did. I took a lot of notes today, okay? Basically for all the runways. So I may just briefly go through this as we get it today. But here we go. Now, because Pink Chadora won last week's episode, Pink Chadora was given the privilege of picking the looks for the queens, which in reality, that is terrifying for someone like, say, me, someone who maybe doesn't sew so well, or someone who does not have a good style or aesthetic. Because if they give you something that looks ugly, without you having a sense of style, you can't take something hideous and make it beautiful. I.e. Petita last week with that look from the Eurovision. And you saw how hideous that dress was. And you saw how she made it beautiful. I'm just saying. When you don't have style and you don't have taste, and there is not an aesthetic that you can build off of, if you are given something you do not like, it is going to be a hard hill to climb. Because now you're working from the ground up. It's like, oh, I don't even know what I want to do with this. This doesn't inspire. The colors don't work. What is going to go with this? Lucia, thank you so much for the tippy poo on my PayPal. I appreciate it so very much. That will be going towards hopefully a new set of boots to go with this look I'm trying to do for Dragcon. Thank you so much for being here. Over 100 of you in the room. Hit that like button if you would for me, please. It's your boy MattyRants. We're talking about Drag Race España. Season 3, episode 3. Drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it. Rim that hole of the glass, if you will. Oh my goodness, this one has a speech. I gotta give it. And also hit that thumbs up button if you would for me, please. Okay, hold on. I gotta read it. It wants me to open PayPal. Can I read this? I just want to read it. Maybe I have to go through the email. Yeah, maybe the email will be better. Okay, work. All right. Lauren, I see you on my PayPal. Hey, Maddie, a little tippy poo for Dragcon and for the endless entertainment from your rants and the Sundays with the panel. Much love from Lauren and Ellie, right? Ellie, right? In New Jersey. Come on, Jersey in the house. And thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Lauren. And Ellie, I love you so very, 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 very much. Very much, and I appreciate you down. Thank you. That's going towards some meals. It is. Keeping forward through this episode, I'm going to tell you about something that happened last night, too. Someone saw me and gave me some love, and I was like, girl, I'm drunk. Thank you. I was sweaty and drunk. I was like, oh my God, thank you. I look a mess. Christopher, thank you for seeing my Cash App. Dragcon Ellie Fun. I appreciate it. Now, Pink Shadora honestly was smart enough this time. You know, a lot of the times when we do these challenges, queens sort of like get everybody else together and forget about themselves, or they, you know, get lost in picking and then they end up with something they don't want. But of course, they picked an outfit that they are close to, represents where they're from, and wanted to showcase that. I think where they're from or where their parent or one of their parents may be from. But Pink Shadora does that. And so we go through the lineup here, and it's sort of like one by one going down the line of like, okay, which one are you going to pick? Some people, it was like, I don't know if I really cared for that, but we're going to make the best of it. The only person to me who was really concerned with their look was, or the two, I should say, is Ornella and Kelly Roller. Those two were like, girl, she's playing. A few others too. I mean, look at this look. Ooh, Kelly, I know. I would have been mad too. This would have been hard to think of. I'm like, how would I make this into something? See, now over here, I'd have been fine with. My mind's already racing into many thoughts of like where you could take that and all this polka dotted print with these. As something about this, I just live and breathe for, right? This also over here, lots of colors with the black. It's like, ooh, even with the pom-poms on top of the head, it's like, okay, the mind is racing a little bit. I can think of things to work with here. This over here, I'm like, baby, what would I do? Oh, I would be hot. Yeah, I don't think there was a strategy either for Pink Chadora wild card. I think it was just sort of like, oh, okay, well, this is how we're gonna do it. I think this goes for you, and this should go for you, and then going down the line. And as you saw, it was like everything in the front she was picking, and then went to the back, and it wrapped around again to the next one. So it wasn't like sort of like, let me run over here, run over there. Ooh, let me think about this real quick. So, you know, not too much strategy, but it kind of did play a sort of strategic way for some people who knew, oh God, this is going to be challenged. This is going to be challenging. Okay, so with the runway looks too, all of the looks that they're going to have to reference, I did get screenshots of, so we'll know which ones are supposed to do, and that way we won't be confucius over the situation of the model. I think I would have wanted the flamenco dress, to be honest with you, because I love flamenco dresses. I think I would have done like something really big and extravagant with that one, but that also depending on the time available and my skill set. My mind would want to do something big. Oh, look at Gamer Guy, I'm already ahead of you. I want the flamenco. The flamenco would be so, oh bitch. I would want it to be this nasty silhouette of it just being all on the body, right? But then at the end, the ruffles would just be ruffled the fucking the ruffling. Like I would want that sucker to be just big and nasty, and then split it in a little bit in the front. Split it a little bit in the front so the foot can come. I would try to make it seem like a bouquet that came to life a little bit in the dress. That would be where my feel would go. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh, let me read this. I have to read it. Feral Kitty, thank you so much for the tip on my PayPal since I can't be there in person. Tip for pizza because I know that bitch is going to slay on the 12th. Okay. Thank you, Feral Kitty. I appreciate you all the way down under. Down under. If you didn't know, Feral Kitty is on the other side of the hemisphere from me. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate the tippy poo. Listen, as I said, they are given a lot to work with in terms of fabric. So I was appreciative of that. It did seem like there may be some other clothes that were like already ready made available for them to work with, but more so the fabric and then them having to sew it together. Like as you can see over here, Clover already has her box set up. Petita's box is set up over here. All these fabrics to work with. and everybody else was just looking for what they could find, right? So Petita being the one who is very much a really good seamstress, honestly, baby, honey, their clothes have been sickening all season. All season, it's been a bop. Like, it's been a bop. It's been a bop. Lucas Sam, interesting point here. I wouldn't choose the canary one since the judges have a strange obsession with dragging anything from there. It's been an interesting season of critiques. I feel like maybe what if they were doing this all because they're going to be coming back, and it was sort of like a surprise. We're being harsh because there's this twist that was happening. I don't know, but Petita is running around the room helping everybody, but at the same time, they're still able to help themselves. More so, and I do love the fact that she's like, I'm not trying to help you create the actual look, but more so assist you with the fabrics to make sure they would work together if you're going to sew them and use them. So you're not looking crazy going down the runway. If only there was someone like Petita every season of Drag Race. But then also, it's not their responsibility to help everybody. One. And then two, I mean, can you imagine if Petita didn't help? Oh. Can you imagine? Oh. We would have seen some hideous looks. Aaron 4K, thank you so much, handsome, for this super chat. I appreciate you so much. Sending some love your way for keeping us entertained and informed. I appreciate it so very, very much. Thank you, thank you. Come on for the Jordan fit. Moving forward here and on with this one, Petita. You kept it together, sister. You helped everybody with their looks, or for the majority of them, most of them with their looks. And then, of course, Clover, I knew you were in trouble. Okay, let's talk about it. I don't know if the judges like her. I don't want to be like, oh, they're treating her different, but I don't know. Is it expectations? Like, is that what it is from the time that they've like seen from her when she was competing to get on the show? Like, something about the way they talk to her is so different from everybody else. And then when I see her in a lot of the workroom moments, like, I feel like she's almost like overwhelmed a little bit and a little anxiety ridden sometimes. Like, I may be thinking about this a little too deeply, but every now and then I focus on her and I'm like, is she okay? Is everything cool? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Or like maybe she's putting that pressure on herself because she is the first cisgender woman on the show. I'm not sure. On this season, or on this franchise, excuse me. But I don't know. I don't want to overthink it. I don't know. Maybe it's an edit. Maybe it's just us catching her off guard. There are times when I'm like, I wonder how she's doing upstairs, because it feels like she's overwhelmed a little bit, and not that she's not capable of doing all of this, just with how criticism or the critiques from the judges have happened, then trying to present it and trying to hold a positive atmosphere. And then all of a sudden we get to the runway and it's like, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see her face when they're talking to her. I'd be like, damn. Like, okay, are you good? Like Tanera Double Chocolate. Are you good? Is it like, are you good? Because I feel bad for her. At the same time, I feel the same way when I see the critiques that happen for certain people too, and how they talk to them, and how sometimes the way the critique is done, it feels like not that they're wrong for saying it, but that it's personal when they say it. Like an almost you should know better kind of way. And it's like, what is happening? I might be trying to be a little sensitive here. I also may be in that same headspace of falling for an edit that would allow me to feel that way because of the music and the tension that's rising. But I want to protect her, is how I feel. I want to protect her a little bit. Eric, I know, 6 days. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun. Did you see the flyer, friend? Okay, but like, seriously, Kelly Roller does seem, or at least maybe playing at possibly Pink Chidora using strategy to honestly take her down. And I was thinking to myself, I don't think that you would have given us anything better, Kelly Roller, had you been given any other look. I don't think, I personally do not think that Pink Chadora's decision to give you that look was really that strategic, because this season I have been very much like this. In that ball, I was doing a lot of this. I was doing a lot of that. I was like, what's happening? I don't see this lasting too long. Okay, no shade. But Pink Chadora assured her, no, this wasn't shade. It wasn't that deep, sister. I promise you. I just went down the line trying to sew. Go ahead, bitch. I see you. Is it crazy that this is the most normal that Anna Locking has looked, and she is fire? Like, this lady is gorgeous. I'm over here. I was like, this is the most normal she's ever looked on this show. And it's still expensive and fabulous. Like, Supreme over here, looks like he's about to, possibly take someone out on a date after being paid for it. You know what I mean? Or walk through a park and sing a song in Technicolor. But I live for the print of her coat and her pants. It is sickening with her hair color and this lip. She is so puss. She is so puss. She is so puss. I already thought Anna was that girl, but just seeing her come in like this, I'm like, oh. Everything. I thought she was everything. Everything. She's everything. I'm sorry. I was like, yes, ma'am. Like, I want to take advice from her. When people walk into the workroom, and sometimes RuPaul will have folks that have no business talking about fashion, giving advice about it. And then other times they have someone who's perfect for it. If I saw Anna Locking walk into a room, that's the lady who I want to tell me what the hell I'm supposed to be looking like, or where my ideas are supposed to go. She's very much, the style is there, darling. It's there. Stephanie, I see you on my Cash App. Made it home in time to watch. Thank you so much, so much, so much for that generous tip once again. Always coming through for me every week. I love you down. All my love to you, doll. All my love to you. Welcome to the live. We're having a good time here. 110 of you. Hit that like button. Let's go. Peace to Mateo. I say people's opinions we respect, okay? Not Santino Rice, okay? One of the Javis is giving Santino energy this season. It's interesting. I'm listen. I swear I can hear music when I'm looking at Supreme. I just hear music playing in the background, okay? Very, very, very Mary Poppins. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. Sorry. Let's move forward here, babies. My bad, child. Listen, hey, have we ever seen them talk to every person when it comes to the looks? Because this is what that episode was for me today. It was, we're talking to everybody, and there's 11 of them. Normally it's an edit or it's a cut where it's like, nah, we don't need to show everyone through this here. Let's give the edit for the people that we need to focus on. They gave everybody time. Honey, gamer guy, when I tell you look at my reaction. This was me. I was like, ooh. I was trying to hold it together. Ooh. Hold up. We're here. Okay. Ooh. I didn't need to hear about everybody's look, but I also appreciated that with Drag Race España, everyone's getting some screen time, at least in some sort of fashion, some sort of way. Okay. They're getting some screen time here, so it doesn't feel like, everybody's left out the bunch. I'm sure there's a lot left on the cutting room floor, especially whatever happens at that house that they got to stay at. But let's go. I want to show Petita real quick. You see how they looked? Oh, you have a sketchbook. Look at how happy they are to see her. Now look at when they get to Clover. Supreme, you're lucky I didn't zoom in on your face. And look at Clover. I'm like, oh, are you okay? Like, I wanted to give her a hug. She looks like she needs a little Theraflu or something. A lozenges or something like that. A little cough drop. I feel so bad. I'm like, are you okay? I really just want to hug her. Is she cold? What's going on? Oh, my poor little baby. My poor little baby. Yeah, I mean, she did get something that she wasn't really ready to work with here in what she does. She said she's very lycra, very, spandex, stretch fabric versus with, the flamenco dress. It's a little bit different, flowier, all that kind of stuff. So, she did have a little bit of an upward hill to climb. Oh, Paquita, there are no, I have nothing. No, Paquita ate every single runway this episode. It was like Paquita and Petita were like fighting each other for supremacy this episode when it came to looks. Bitch, I have nothing to say as far as critiques wise for Paquita this week at all. Like, not a single thing. It was a perfect presentation. I felt both my P's. Those are my P's, okay? Petita and Paquita, both of them. That's my P's, my papas, okay? I love them both so much. They give me so much life. Every time they hit the runway, I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you. Macarena, going through their look and all this and that and the other, when it came to Visa, Visa had these ideas going here, but it was really Anna that pulled it in. Had some fabrics that, girl, we can make this a corset. I liked the majority of, I didn't like the look that came out of this, but we'll get there. We'll talk about it soon. I have my own ways. Vanya seems like a good time. I feel like I would have wanted to drink with Vanya. I don't know why. Vanya seems like good people. Bestia, of course, explaining what they're about to do and the judges receiving it. And then Channel NRX letting them know that they want to go home today. Can I be honest? Like that bitch, I'm about to just do my own thing. I knew it was, and then I'm looking at this outfit compared to what she received. I said, oh no, nah, she going home, bitch. This something ain't right in the milk. She been reading the girls in confessionals since day one. I don't think she's gonna get the Dovima treatment where they just let her just go off on everybody for the entirety of the season. And then all of a sudden it became this really tragic ending. And we all ended up like loving her at the end because it was like, no, don't do it. But we all were like, okay, do it though, because we want to see the other girls go to the finals. Do it though, because we want the other lady to stay. But no, it was just such a moment. So yeah, I just knew Channel was gonna be round the corner. Here she comes. She's going home soon. Kelly looks like she is about to tell Seinfeld, Kramer, George, and Elaine about an elaborate scheme to get over on the government and, possibly, fuck up Norm's mail route or some sort of nonsensical shit like that and have an entire episode about nothing and grown 30-year-olds complaining about life. Listen, Kelly, sister, I didn't know what was about to happen. I looked at what you brought. I said, who? I looked at Supreme. I said, yeah, she in the bottom too. I already knew it. I said, I knew it. I love Ornella. That is the statement. We're done. The judges are leaving. Goodbye, everybody. See you later. They walk back in the workroom. Something happens that I did not. I'm guessing that Ornella is being somebody in particular who is, either I'm trying to think if they're like an icon of fashion or they're just like sort of like an Edna Mode character that is out in Spain where this is more referential to. But of course, it was a fun moment to watch. And I enjoyed myself as I watched it. I thought it was wonderful. I may not have known what was happening. It certainly did. Let's get to a conversation that's a little deeper outside of the disguise, okay? A conversation about SA substance is discussed in reference to, the Macarena currently being clean at this time. As well as Ornella having shared that experience and, of course, checking in on their fellow queen who they share something with. Okay. I thought this was a very deep moment and it was special because it didn't seem inauthentic. And I also could see that the Macarena has, as well as Ornella, made the right choice to get out of that stuff and to get away from that stuff. Because when you're in the club scene, in the party scene, it is very easy to get hooked on some sort of substances. as what they were referring to. I'm trying not to be getting in trouble with YouTube here because they act crazy when I say these things. I know that from first experience because last night there was this man who was clearly on some stuff who walked up to me and my friends. I'm talking about pants falling down, penis all out. It was crazy, y'all. I mean, he was fine, but it was like, oh my goodness. Like you could tell he was geeked. And I felt bad for him because he was drifting and wandering off into the neighborhood. And it was like, Jesus Christ. Like, and you looked at him and you could tell if, say, he wasn't on anything, he looked like a bodybuilder, smart, fine, man. But, yeah, I'm talking about the whole, like out, like not full tip and everything, but you know how someone's like pulling down their pants a little bit and it's like coming out. It was very that. And I was like, oh my God. I mean, rubbed up against me and everything. Like, oh, I mean, the chest was chested. I was like, oh, but I was like, no. we were like, no. Because he was trying to see where we were trying to go. And I was like, no, baby. Are you good? Yeah, I'm good. Ain't nobody got a cigarette? No one smoked? No. And then just walked off. And I was like, okay. And of course, security looking at us like, yeah, he's on that stuff. And I was just, poor baby. Listen, if y'all need some help, reach out. There are many ways of getting it. There are that substance right there take you out, sister. I lost some friends to it. So I'm glad that there was a conversation that was happening. No, he wasn't rolling. There wasn't no XO. Trust me, that wasn't no. That was not an XO. You can tell when someone's on that other stuff. Trust me. Yeah, I know what an XO look like on somebody, but that, no, not the myth. So, beautiful moment. Glad they got to share it. Sending my love to both of them on their journeys of sobriety. Ooh, that man last night had me worried. I was like, oh my God, because he reeked. Like it was just full bit, something just terrible. And you could see like it's just the glossy eyes, the full bit. It was sad. Let's talk about the judges. The theme is, well, for two of them, jeans. The other two black, and the other one black and white and fur all over. I need this coat though, in a faux fur. He's determined to, this year is it, I see you. This year you're just going to do a lot. I see. Lots of oversized clothes. Yes. Okay. Let's get into the judges, shall we? Supreme, I kind of like this look a lot though. I do. It's a lot on the bottom, but I kind of live for the extra jean-ness of it all. I do. I kind of like her look a little bit. Yeah. Put a smile on your face. What you gonna do? What? Listen, this is like the only time he smiles now. It's at the beginning of the Runway. I'm just kidding. I'm exaggerating, of course, but this is like such a rare moment. Oh, such a rare moment. Shoulders tall, not, yeah, there go the other Javi. Man, I'm hungover, y'all. Please forgive me. Anna Locking looking incredible. Honestly, let's go back. Just the detail. Just ridiculous. Gorgeous. Absolutely fabulous. Ridiculously gorgeous. I was like, oh my God. Go on, bitch. What? This eats. This is when you can say eats, kids. Yeah. A lot of y'all just say that word for no reason. Palomo, Spain. Yeah, Palomo or Palamo? Palamo. Is it Palamo or Palomo? I feel like it's Palomo, but it's Palat. Or is there an accent? No, the I wouldn't be in that. Palamo. Yeah, I think it's Palamo, Spain. Yeah. French. Not French. Oh, I'm thinking of Drag Race France already. Ooh, Matt, be quiet. Ugh, I was about to get into a tangent about season 2. Spanish designer. Of course, he's there for a ball challenge. That makes a lot of sense, especially someone who, knows what they're talking about. So I was here for it. Well, we have the panel. Let's go ahead and get into the looks. I am realizing I am more drained than I thought I was. Y'all, please forgive me. Oh my God. Have you ever had like a hangover and then like at moments when you're speaking, something like just hits you? Okay. That was me just 5 seconds ago. Oh, the way my body just said, take a nap, sister. I know. Matthew. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try that again. This is why I don't go drinking. This is why when I go to LA and I network, it's like one drink for the entire night. Colors is the first category. Let's get to it. Hey, Nick. I've been drinking water all day today. Trust me. I'm still feeling it. All right. First up is Paquita. And they were also told that this challenge was very much 70% sewing challenge, which is their third look, is the judging is going to be based. The way they're judging it is that 70% of the scoring will be for the last runway, which is the one they had to sew. And the first two looks are going to be 15% for the first, 15% for the second. So it's like, interesting. But this is in reference to a pilgrimage that happens in Spain or in parts of Spain where it's traditional sort of like a walking to a festival and festivities. They have like decorated wagons, carriages, horses, the full works. Of course, she's also with the beer that's being poured on her foot. All this information I'm giving you is also by Marta Mama, so I'm paraphrasing it. If you want like the full bit, I promise, head on over to her page and she breaks it down perfectly. I'm doing this American breakdown. But basically, this woman who was a celebrity was very iconic when she also did the same sort of pilgrimage, and she ended up like pouring beer on her foot, and it was in all the tabloids. It was an iconic moment, so she was paying homage to that. And furthermore, Marta Mama, look at me. The color of the dress representing, like they say, is very festival, like with the outfit. The chairs that they have that are made specifically for festivals that they use. So all of that. But yes, I thought this look was successful. I thought it was really pretty. I thought it was well presented. The presentation was it for me. So I was like, okay. Once again, Paquita always does it for me. Now, Ornella Gongora is next. And this look I thought was kind of sickening. And I'm glad I got more of an explanation as to where it was, representing. It's basically like a walkway with the tiles in the walkway towards this beach area. And of course, the lace is a traditional thing out in Spain, but the tiles is represented through this bodice area down here. I just live for this. Even without me knowing what this is about or whatever reference to go with this, just by itself with nothing is really interesting. And it's kind of impeccable because I wouldn't have thought this would have gone together. And it kind of really does. Like it really does. Like this gives, like, to me personally. Johanna, if Pisa had to do a hometown look, what would she do? So if it's Houston, I would probably do like a look that is very reminiscent of the Astrodome, because the Astrodome, while it's not like really like it used to be, and there was this entire like breakdown of it and it closed down, they repurposed it, but it's very Houston. If you would look that up, Johanna, about the Astrodome out here in Houston and the history for that, I would more than likely do some sort of like giant headpiece that would resemble the top of the Astrodome, and underneath it I would have the like a reflective dress that would resemble the cityscapes in the high buildings that are for downtown Houston. So that would be where my mind would go if I was going to represent Houston. My second option is that by the Galleria, there's a waterfall that's really, really like a big deal out of here. Everybody goes and takes pictures by it. I do something close to that. And my third option, because yes, I thought about it, I've been thought about this, would be if we could get it cleared, a Houston Rockets jersey, full gown, hitting the floor, the bit, and it'd be, yes, you hear me, the red and yellow colors. I literally want to have it because I still have a ball from the 1993 NBA championships, either 93 or 94, because I went to both of them. Houston Rockets won back-to-back years. I still have the ball with everyone's signatures, and I would want to carry that ball in my hand with that dress as I'm walking as some Houston pride moment, because it has Hakeem Olajuwon's name on there. Robert Horry's name is on there. Oh, bitch, I've been there. Don't let the girls fool you. That's why I'm like, oh, girl, and I still have that ball. My dad has it in his possession. I told him, like, Dad, I need that ball for TV. I'd get it. There's two. We had two of them. And so one of them, I think my other brother has, and then my dad sells the other one, and that's my ball. So, oh, baby. Like, it would be like, are those the signatures? You damn Skippy. Like, that ball is worth a lot of money right now, but it would definitely be something I would do for sure. I love my city. So there are many options. Alternate design that Believe for Baked by Bunny. Those in Houston, y'all know when you go downtown through 45 and you're going into the city and you go into that bridge and it says Believe. I do some graffiti artwork like that too with Believe on a dress as well. And that construction, very much represent the highway systems in Houston with 610, 45, I-10, and all that intertwiningness. That'd be another reason too. Mm-hmm. If she's not doing black and white, very Janelle Monáe, it's very pinks, purples, and pinks and purples. Lots of pinks and purples, and also very mint colors. Mint, pinks, purples, pastels, that kind of bit, but also very vibrant colors from the 90s. She's an eclectic sort of mixture of things. I like to balance the soft and hardness of my, like, drag, if I really want to talk about it. I like to be very, like, give me a power soup and make it suck. You know that word I can't say. Give me a power soup and make it come. You know, like, very that. Like, I want it thin, you know, but a nasty big shoulders. Like, I'm giving you all kinds of this. And I do plan to do not a her look, but it's from Powerpuff Girls, the secretary. In my mind, I want to do a look with a giant red hair. Miss, what's her name? I forget her name. Oh, come on, for Powerpuff Girls. What's her name? It's not her, but I can't think of her name. There we go. Be somebody. They changed it to Believe. Wasn't it Believe recently? Miss Bella. Yeah. There was a look I wanted to do for Drag Race like that. I wanted to just come out with a giant red hair bit. Oh, yeah. So my mind has been, I sent my friend my mood board today for my drag and what I want to do, where my designs are going. And there's a lot of references to 90s Dior and Terry Mugler and a couple other pieces too. So yes. Oh, Maddie's been researching. Let's get back to this, y'all. I know we'll talk more about Pisa after this. Let's focus on the review. So Pink Chidora is next. I thought this was a pretty look. It's referencing, like, this bundle of jasmine flowers. It's very traditional to have around. Apparently, it's also good for keeping the mosquitoes away. This is giving a little bridal moment here. I thought it was a really nice look. I was into it. It was nice. It was nice. I was like, oh, this is pretty. I like this on Vanya. These colors look this kind of looks fabulous to me. This is actually one of my favorite looks she's worn this season. Excuse me. She references her hometown through the majority of her looks this week. But this one was for La Fiesta del Pilar, from her hometown. They bring flowers to a version that day, and it's like she's a small version that they all decorate with, like, massive amounts of flowers. And she's representing those colors of the festivals that are also represented through the scarves that the males wear and all that. So I thought, this is pretty. I live. This is one of her best looks of the season. It's great. It's good. I was like, oh, okay, this is fire. Yeah, I was like, no complaints. Now, Chanel NRX is next, and she's basically referencing this stone in her city that it's completely made out of. That's like a golden stone. It's not really gold, but it's like, it very much gives off that color. And so, like, again, this is being the colors theme for the runway. goldish, this hue, the stone is what she's representing here. So her keeping that mask on is what ruined this for me. 1, 2. I'm okay with it, but it didn't move me when she was like selling the garment. Like I was not, you know what I mean? It's nice, but I'm not like moved by it. I'm like, okay. And the mask kind of threw me off a little bit. No shade. I didn't understand what she was going for with that. It's supposed to represent like dead bodies under a building or something. I didn't know, but I was like, oh, okay. Something was missing from this. Or maybe if she removed the mask and gave a little bit more drama, besides looking like she was lost in the dark, I'd have been more inclined to like this look. But it was okay. So I'm like, not for me. Not for me, Zarly. Not for me. Now, moving on to the Macarena. She's representing a province, I believe where she's from, Cadiz City. In reference in the, mind you, please go to Marta Mama's video for this one because she has a picture where this gives a perfect example. And honestly, I wish, but it's not really the judge's responsibility because again, I'm not from Spain. So it's not like, so I need to look these things up myself. Right. But, looking at Marta's video, she has a picture of where where she's representing. And it's perfect because I was like, oh, that makes sense. Now it doesn't look like she just jumped out of a bathtub, and there's soap suds all over the body and then basically what's left over upstairs, up top. Because at first I thought she was doing an experiment with shaving cream or milk and I didn't know what this dress was giving. So I was like, I don't know what's happening here. But Marta's video, I'm telling you. Uh-oh, Feral Kitty found Pizza Cake's Twitter. I'm gonna follow back. I did make a separate Twitter for Pizza Cake. I did. It'll be slowly worked on. Still go to the @MattyRants, but the Pizza Cake one will be a slow build into what it will eventually be for. But no, I think this looks pretty. I did like it. I'm glad I got the explanation because now it makes a lot more sense and I think it adds more to it. Now, for Clover Biche, I like what this represents a lot. Shout out to Marta Mama once again for the explanation in reference to the Cuban flag, but also the ladies in white. It's a group of women or wives of political prisoners. They hold these flowers in protest for those their spouses who are wrongful, for those who believe who are wrongfully detained and put into prison. Now, this would have been fine if the hair wasn't lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it. I'm talking about it was like, and Clover Biche. The whole time she was, I said, my poor baby. Listen, that thing was, her hair was waving. The whole time, I said, Lord, I can't even focus. I can't even focus on the look. I still think it's a very nice garment. I just think that there should have been, it's the execution and having something probably up top to keep that sucker in, to make sure it's going to stay positioned in the right way, because it's not like Clover Biche is the first person to have this issue before. There are many seasons of Drag Race. I can say season 3 in particular, Carmen Carrero, where somebody's wig or headpiece is going whoop, and they just got to work it out. Like, you remember Carmen had to keep her head positioned a certain way. Like, it was like too much. I think it's pretty, but I just think that the headpiece part is what ruined it for me. I have to stand up. Oh my God. I've sat the wrong way. Give me a second. This is some man stuff. Sorry, this is some man stuff. Give me a second, y'all. Oh my goodness, I sat down the wrong way. Hold on. Whoa. Okay. Breathe. And there we go. Woo! All right. Woo! Whoa! Yo, I sat the wrong way. Oh, whoa. My God. Okay. That pain was deep. Okay. That pain was deep. Oh my goodness. Thank God I'm still alive. Oh. I don't know, for my fellas out there, you know what just happened, and I see you. You know what just happened, and I see you. Now, Petito. A few of people who I gave more pictures to because there was a lot going on. And I think this is the reason why Petito won this episode, was because she did a lot of reveal work this week. I think Paquita was right there and her looks were amazing. But like Petita was doing like show, like showmanship, like very, very, oh, you thought it was just this? I don't think so. Oh, I'm just coming out like that. Oh, this is what we're going to do. There were so many details going on with what she was presenting, and it was just really kind of incredible, right? So this look here is this beautiful dress. I love it so very much, to be honest with you. I think it's so sickening. But she's representing this El Molina de Barcelona. I believe it's like a club or a bar out there. That's, you know, a lot of people are familiar with the space, and it has sort of the, you know, I forget the name of it or what it's called, but it has that wheel that's out right in the front of it, right? So check this out. Bitch, I was gagged when she did this because it was so subtle. Oh my God, it was so subtle. And it was like, when did she press the button? What button did she press? Like, sometimes you'll see them doing the trick, and it takes you out of it. She just puts her hands together like this. And it just starts to spin, girl. That was a gag. And what it told me it's folded, and one by one they were coming up. So that way it could be more of a gag versus it already being spread out. And it's like, oh, we can see it from behind, and then it'll just spin. No. They one by one, each of the propellers kept coming up. That was sickening. Like what? Oh, I lived. Albert, come on, listen, okay. My husband was the maitre of the El Molino for some years. That is like, that's amazing. Like, voulez-vous coucher avec soi, ce soir? Voulez-vous coucher avec soi? Oh, Oh, I love Jariji. She's one of my favorites. I miss her. We need her on the All Stars. I love me some Jariji. I need her on my TV again. She was everything. I just live for her energy. Yeah, but go ahead, Petita. This is Jasmine Masters for president. No, I'm just kidding. Excuse me, Jasmine Kennedy for president, because this is not Masters, baby. Nope. Forgive me. I am clearly still inebriated from last night saying Masters. The fuck? So Kelly was a Democrat, a Republican, and then an independent. Basically. This was kind of stupid. I get what she was doing and its colors, and yeah, but like, I'm sorry, like, you know, it looks like you're about to, you know, lose a preliminary part of an election, like not even getting to the final woes, girl. Like you're in the Democratic like runoffs, bitch. Like, no, ma'am. You know, you couldn't even win your state, city, county. And she was supposed to be representing, you know, the in-between parties. Apparently in Spain, there are red, blue, and purple, versus like in the United States, it's red, blue, and green. I believe green is the independent party, if I'm correct here. I think there's another party that came up recently, but I'm not sure because I focus on my Democratic ballot since I'm always trying to keep the evil out of the office. And well, I mean, I ended up putting in, you know, Uncle Grandpa up in there, but I rather him than, you know, a tangerine monster. Libertarian, is that what it's called? Girl, are you speaking on your behalf, sister? You know more about U.S. history than I do, sister. Oh, that's right. I stopped going to school. I stopped going. That was a long time ago. There's new textbooks. But yeah, that's what the gimmick was. That was what the show was. That was it. A flat wig to end it. Child. It's gonna be a lot of that for this runway for Miss Kelly. It was very masculine. I was like, oh no. Now that's all right, Ted. Moving on. Visa is next, and this is like corn. Man, Shangela, I know you came in there, sister, thinking that look, if we're gonna compare some corn looks, this is a supreme. If you really want to talk about it, the husk that she has on the dress itself, the green of it all. I'm here for this. It's pretty. This might be my favorite look of hers for tonight. Yup. This is it. Yup. Gorgeous. I think this is gorgeous. It's really interesting how this looks with the texture for the husk going down. It's really interesting. I know I know the freak. I was like, whoa. El Dorado, baby. I was like, come on now. The bra looks good. Everything looks good. Looks good. I liked it. I was here for this look for Visa. Now later, I was like, Visa does also incorporate a lot of their Mexican heritage into their looks, and I think I appreciate that a lot from what Visa gives. It doesn't just show it from one level, it shows who they are and where they come from, and we should celebrate that. I'm here for it. Bestia is next, and this is supposed to be representing bumper cars at festivals and the fair games and all that. And can I be honest? Oh, you may not like me. I didn't care for this. I'll be real with you. I didn't really care for this. It reminded me of two people in particular. And I was just like, it wasn't my favorite personally. And I know everybody likes Bestia, and this is not shade on her saying it's a terrible look, but I personally just did not care for this. I didn't care for this look. I really didn't like it. The glasses really pissed me off. Bitch, I didn't know what I was looking at. Up, down, I didn't know what was happening. Yeah, for me, it wasn't my favorite. I think I like other looks from hers. Like the candy look, I think was a successful look. But this, to me, I was just like, oh. Like she ripped off the top and it was like flashing. She's like the car, and I was like, oh, okay. That's all. But I like Bestia, so. Next up is flavors. Let's get a little yummy yum. I'm low-key hungry. And I know I've been trying to save money all day, or actually all week, the past 2-3 weeks. But like, girl, I want to get some food. So I've been working out all week, y'all. I'm tired and sore and I want food. And obviously I've been drinking. Well, not today, but yesterday. Yeah, not today though. I woke up very early today to start on this. Ugh, God, it's been a rough morning. Let's talk about Paquita. Now, this is everything. Now, Paquita, now, when you want to talk about when I said, yeah, this is the yeah. This is the yes. This is the gay yes. Yes. When the girls can do yes. The full scissory of it all. Yes. Bitch, this is sickening. This is a fried egg, and with the egg is running up top, the runny yolk. The runny yolk with the hair, and you have salt on the top of the hair. Bitch, what? The intention to like the look itself, the dress, the top, everything about this is like fire, right? But let's just focus for a second here on the top part, because look at this. Look at the frame. Look at how it looks like from this angle over here. This is sickening. It is very hard to give white its just dues when it comes to clothing and fabric on a runway with RuPaul's Drag Race. White doesn't always translate well in the fabric department for Drag Race. It does not. When it does, though, it is that girl. And this eats. Bitch, there is salt crystals up top on the yolk. That is so clever. That is so clever. Oh, it's everything. One of my favorite looks from Drag Race España in the books. For sure. This is one of my favorites to ever hit the franchise. Of all franchises, if I'm really just going to want to talk about it. This is so puss. This is so puss. This is so puss. I just love it. Love it. Clever, clever, clever. Mm-mm-mm. God, it looks so good. Let's move on. It looks so good. Okay. Now, Ornella Gongorda. Now, Ornella. Any other time I would have looked at this dress and been like, oh, that's okay. Like, okay, it's a nice little, fringe moment, get you all that kind of stuff here, all that kind of stuff, right? Everything about the accoutrements that go with this look make this that much more amazing and completely interesting, right? You have, this is not paella, right? Right. This is not the paella, right? This is what is this called? Fedwa? Is that how you say it? Because it's not an accent tu, it's accent say, right? Fedwa with a fede? How I'm trying to remember how it was said. Can someone break it down for me real quick? Oh, I'm having a surreal moment with this group chat that I've just been put in for fiction. I need to redo that promo. I'm sorry, y'all. I got some notification. I need to redo that promo. Let's see here. Fedewa? Fedewa? Right? Fediwa, right? Right? Okay. Right. Oh, we have to move on. I know. I want to get it right. Fee? Oh, fee. Oh, okay. Fee, not fe. Why am I giving the fe? Because I saw the fi. Ha. Fee. Okay. Fediwa. There we go. Boom. All right. There it is. My bad. Thank you. I need that EE. I need the EEs. I need the two E's. I need to just see the two E's. I was good after that. What now? There's my American. What? That's always gonna be E. If there is two E's there, that's feet. Come on, you see what I'm saying? That there's things about English class I do remember where it's like once you have the tuna, it ain't never gonna change. No, you're fine. I just needed to like fully get that together. Okay. Okay, work. Oh, I have to redo this whole promo. I feel like I did this wrong. I feel like a boob. Okay. Okay, let me redo this. Yeah, I'll redo that later when this video. So no, never mind. Okay, this look is amazing. I think it's incredible. I'm here for it. I love it. The full works. So yes. I think this is so cute and it's so clever. And I'm just really in love with this look. Marta. Hi, honey bunny. Y'all give some love to Marta Mama. We've been talking about her all this episode, but again, for the references from this episode, you should need to check out her channel, actually from all the episodes, with a quick breakdown review, as well as, ways of us understanding what is in front of us and giving it the love that it deserves. So thank you for being here, Marta. But yes, I love this so much. I thought it was clever. That the wig, incredible. Love it. Next up is Pink Chadora. And Pink Chadora is giving wine, honey. Wine, it's spilling all over the dress. I thought this was a clever look. I thought this was very clever. And I thought it was cute. Especially because it looks like it's spilling all over her body. And she's just like, oh, she's giving all this craziness. She loves to give a character. Not really much more to give on this other than Spain, as Marta says, produces a lot of wine. So, this is where that came from. And I thought it was a cute look. The nude pump, is that cork? It is cork. Oh, God. I know it's wine, but I got to move on. I've been looking at it too long. I've been looking at it way too long. The cork heel, I can't. Oh, Vanya Vanilla is next, and she's giving us some candy. Candy. This is such a, what is this? Adoquines? Yeah, Adoquines. Candy, and she comes, okay, it's a lot of red for her this week. It's a lot of red. Okay. Where do I go? Where do I talk about? Okay, it's cool because of what it's referencing, and I like that. It's that. However, I kind of would have been cool if she had just kept it on and walked the runway. And I hate that I'm saying that because it sounds mean, but like I'm sorry, I gotta be real. Like, she could have walked around the runway with that candy piece on, and we would have been fine. When she took it off and started walking around, I was like, "Ooh, no." It was Mia in a sense because the colors that she was using were very referential to her hometown, which she also incorporated into the first look and even a bit into the third look. I do know that Ornella was doing her hometown specifically with the third look that they were doing, and with that look that what Ornella tried to do. So yeah, she did a lot of that this runway here. She paid homage, but it was that heel is killing me. It's killing me, man. But like, other than that, I thought that was cute how it started and hated how it ended. That's all. Chanel Anorex. Oh, right. This is okay. Yo, those tights are something else, man. What is happening? What are those tights going? What is that black person doing down there? What is happening? What color are they supposed to be? What is that? Like, why does she look like her legs have been laminated into some sort of like block in a Star Wars movie? And Princess Leia is going to have to sneak in and fucking take her out. I don't know what's going on. Like, oh my God. Oh, burn them. Oh. Who do they belong to? Okay, I can't even focus on this outfit. Oh, I didn't realize there was tulle going over the arm part of this. The dress is terrible. I do like the worms biting into it a little bit, but it's almost like, what are you doing? For me, even though, hey, you're just starting out drag, Maddie, what the fuck are you talking about? I get it. Arguments are made. Back to what we can see here. Pulls off the wig, and all of a sudden, her head is a cake or a brain full of strawberries that are bleeding. I just realized something. Is it a two-headed snake? Because there's eyes here and eyes here. So there's no there's no, it's a double-headed worm. So what is that behind you? Is it a tail? What is that attached to? Because if you're looking at this and from the angle here, this is a two-headed. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, sorry. I'm studying it too deep now, and I'm finding things that don't make sense about it. Okay, work. Mm-mm. Oh, it's getting real. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm getting information on the gig. On the gig on May 12th. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's happening. The Macarena is next, and she's giving sea urchin teas. This looks better than the Ursula that we're seeing from the makeup in the movie. But no, this is cool because this is representing like this party that happens before a festival where they all sit down and eat sea urchins. Y'all know I don't eat anything. I don't eat any seafood whatsoever, so I cannot relate to this. It's a tad loose in certain areas, but I enjoyed portions of the execution for this outfit. Like I was like, okay, the wig is nice, the makeup is good. I like how the urchins are placed on the hips and this and the other. But when I look in at the details a little bit like that, it's a little loose in certain parts. It looks a little interesting. But you know, I still think there are elements of this that make it more likable than dislikable. I do wish her whole foot was covered with the fabric versus me seeing these shiny feet because her hands are covered. So I wish her feet were covered. Little small little details like that. Kind of, if she wanted to go there, just make the whole face purple. But in reality, like they have to do 3 runways. So I see where the thought process is going here, especially because she's going to go full prosthetics for the last look. Ugasio designed it. Get out of here. We love Ugasio in this household. I can see some of the Ugasio in there. It's a little loose, but I still like it. I like it better than what Channel did. Like, a lot better. A lot better. Who's next? Oh, it's Clover Beach. A dessert. Where are we at here? In Barcelona, it's like cheese that's not been salted with honey and nuts. Kind of sounds like one of my favorite kind of desserts to have. I'm a fan of cheese. I love cheese. This is one of those looks that works better as a illustrated photo or a photo shoot that's done on Instagram. Personally, it's kind of just okay with a bunch of shit on it, if that makes any sense to y'all. Like, it's a dress that honestly doesn't even need all those things on there and could be performed in with that wig, but then all of a sudden you put some little extra accessories on it. Little, you know, this looks like honey, this looks like honey. Then you have the outfit, right? Nothing wrong with that, but this definitely feels it's better in a photograph versus in motion. And like with a backdrop that gives it a feel like she's on a plate or something and they're about to eat her. I don't know. It's all right for me. It didn't do what I wanted it to do, but I do like the idea behind it. You know, I just was like, oh, this is kind of, let's add some things on top of things. Got it. Petita is next. Now, I'm very familiar with croquettes, but croquetas I am not familiar with, but it was nice learning about that on Marta Mama's channel. This I thought was a sea cucumber at first. And I assumed we were going under the sea. Some people eat, I think sea cucumbers are you could eat those, right? So I just assumed this was the play. I said, maybe she's a pescatarian. Maybe she likes a little fish, you know, not that kind of, but yeah. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, what is happening here? This was one of the biggest gags. I'm sorry. I did not expect for her to pull this out. I did not. I was shocked. to be honest with you. And the fact that it's bejeweled, it's bedazzled, it's embellished the fuck. She's the silhouette is there. She's giving a hip on top of it. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is so right. I don't I live. I just live. I love it so much. To a squid, and apparently these croquetas, they're squid ones. Oh my god, that makes me want to vomit, but I'm sure it tastes really good, right? Ugh. Ah, it's so cool. Marta Mama, thank you so much for the feedback. Croquetas is what every grandma cooks, and we love them. We compete, like my grandma makes the best croquetas, or our mac and cheese. Ah, okay. That's very American. I thank you for that. The IE mac and cheese for me, that was perfect. Because yes, especially in Black households, we are going to talk about our mama's mac and cheese. And I'm just going to be the one to tell you that my mother's mac and cheese, may she rest in peace, is still the best mac and cheese I have ever had in my life. I don't care what anybody else says. I try to replicate what my mom makes. I get very close sometimes, still no cigar. I still can't get the top of it right. I'm telling you. Yes, I'll argue down with somebody over some mac and cheese argument. I'm going to argue down with somebody, okay? Because my mama knew what she was doing. Shoot. The way she would cook it was so weird to me, though. But it was like, how does this work? She's like, well, Matthew, you know. Okay, let's get to this. Woo! Kelly Roller is next. You know, she looks so handsome. Is the only thing I can think about. They're so handsome. So much femininity happening in this photo, and yet all I can think about is handsome. No, Liam, handsome, not pretty. That's a handsome man. I don't know. I get what she was going for, and I understand the concept and the desire to be, but I drag you. It's a miracle. Drag you. Are you ready for me? Drag you. Okay. I have to move on. I don't have anything to say about it. I can't. Visa is next. I love she gives Mexico the love that I love that Mexico deserves, honestly. Shout out to all my Mexican Rant Pack members out there, all my Let's See babies. So listen, she lays perfect. Like, absolutely, like reference down, girl, giving the flavors. Also, this could low-key have been in colors too. I hate the gold boots with an infinite passion, as well as the tights that she used for this, as I can see them in here. Other than that, I'm fine with the look. I like it from the pepper up. Yep, there we go. I like it from the pepper up. That's it. But them shoes, no, hate them boots. No, ma'am. I don't understand why they are there. Oh, they're gold? Nah. Different decisions. Don't like it with the boots. I'm sorry, the boots are just wrong. They're just wrong. Next up is Bestia, and I love this so much. Okay, so I am familiar with this candy. This candy you can actually find in Houston at a lot of different stores and places. This is even in gas stations too. So shout out to this reference because I was like, oh, I'm familiar. I know what this is. I've seen the wrappers and everything. I've actually tasted this candy before, multiple versions of it. The ones that I forget the name of it, but it's in a pink with gold, I think, tip wrapper or whatever. It's like a little ball of something. I think it's gum, if I remember, but it was good. Actually, a lot of Spanish candy is like really that girl. Mexican candy is too. There's this oh, okay. So my friend, I remember for the first time I went, well, I was like at Westfield, and they had like a lollipop, but it looked like it had fuzz on it. So I was like, what the hell is this? I forget the name of it. It's like this, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a lollipop, but it's not a lollipop. It's chewy and it's like salty but sweet. Like, oh, it's so good. I wish I knew the name of it. But it looked nasty when I first saw it. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then when I got to like eat it, I was like, this is everything for me. I was obsessed with them forever. Yeah, those are the ones that you can get at the candy store. They have those out here, Marta. Because when you were talking about the candy stores in your video, I was like, oh, they do that out here too. With they take the ropes and they chop them up and do the full bit with the marshmallow. They also do that with peppermints too. So when she like brought that up and I saw that in your video, I was like, oh, they have that out here too, but maybe not as specific. But there are stores that you can go to, especially actually there's one around the corner for me right now where you can like go there and they'll do the candy right in front of you. And also out, oh my God, in Galveston, there's a taffy place out here that you can go to too, where they make the candy like right in front of you. It's really cool. But no, I love this look. I thought it was great. Okay, now we're on to regions. We're doing regions now. Okay, so I don't have the specific names for the looks directly, but we have the looks that they're supposed to be representing. It's not handmade candy. I mean, we do have candy stores too, so that we do relate to, but maybe not by me saying the handmade part was the relatableness of it all, but by going in and buying candy by like the pound or like just saying you want a piece of this, that, and the other. That is something that is accessible to us out here too. We don't pay for, well, you can pay for it individually, but you know, Americans will eat. So we just kind of like load the bags up and then pay by the pound. I never put the same candy in one bag. It's always like that one, 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 that one. But they're always extra gummies. That's the only thing I'll eat. Peppermints, gummies, Starburst, Skittles, all fruity things. Chocolates is like, but I'd rather do the sweets. I prefer sweets over chocolates. Chocolates can disappoint me sometimes, like completely. So back to the looks themselves here. Let's get to Paquita. This is where everything got crazy because if the 70% was the sewing challenge, okay, because this is when I was like, it's between Petita and Paquita. It's those two for me. Those are the only two that I thought were like actually competing for the win today. I'm trying to think, do I like this look better than like Petita's look? Like, it was so fucking pretty, but also the story behind it and the burned legs, like come on. It was so Wait, whoa. Did I forget to put that other look in? No. I had more pictures. No, I forgot to put them in. Oh, I want to scream. Oh, I was doing so well, y'all. I'm sorry. I had more pictures. I'm going to have to show them on Sunday. Crap. I just had the looks with the wide shots. My apologies. I had more pictures. I'm sorry. I hope we remember how these looks go here. But Paquita's look, I'm mad. I had a closer shot of this, but it was beautiful. It was detailed. It was gorgeous. It looked rich. It was lavish. More good things to say. No critiques were made. She looked perfect. Like, it was mind-blowing. Like, Paquita is so beautiful, like in and out of drag, right? But like, it's something about the attention to details for me with this one where and presentation, because it was very much a coat at first. You're like, okay, this is that moment. As she's revealing it, it's a slow draw. It's not too fast. I love it when queens pay attention to details like that and they don't just messily like remove the garment and then just walk the runway. It's like, no, no, no. Take your time. Take your time. And a lot of her looks tell stories and are very referential. Like, gosh, I respect her so much. Like, I'm inspired in my own drag, like, by just seeing her on the show. She gives me the same feels that Venedita did when I watched her on season 2. And I was like, who is this? And why is everything they're doing so, I love it. No complaints, nothing to talk about. She took the challenge and really went there with it. I have so much respect. Like, love it, love it, love it, love it. She reminds me of Carmen from season 1 a lot. Like, that energy. Carmen had it, Venedita had it. It's that I'm good at what I do, and there may be times when I'm a little bit weary, but like, fuck it, I'm about to give you everything. And I always catch that from Paquita. It's like, I'm never gonna be worried about you, because I feel like no matter what, even if they don't receive you, like, you knew what you did was good. Now on to Ornella Gongora. Now this was ugly. And I love her, and she's pretty. Her face, the hair, all that. But the outfit was ugly. Maybe it's a service that I didn't give a close up of this look, because I was like, poor thing, and I hated them stockings so much. Oh, I wanted to scream. I wanted to scream. She was doing so, like, the first look, yes. Second look, yes. And this look was like, oh, shit. Because I disliked it a lot. Pink Chadora chop. I think it's a good thing I don't have the close-ups. Oh, that wig. I gotta look at it from this. Oh no, ma'am. I hate that wig so much. I kind of like the leggings though, with the feet. I kind of like what's underneath the skirt with how she did the leggings. I think that's cool. I think it's upstairs that I'm having an issue. And I see now what she did with how she wrapped it over the chest, and I think I like the traditional costume better. So I'm sorry. I kind of like it a little bit better, because it just does give me like a deconstructed different way to take it, but I don't know. The skirt looks like it's supposed to be in like a kitchen, window. I don't know. I can't. Oh, I like her though. I like Pink Chadora. I don't like this. I don't like it at all. Okay, moving forward. Vanya Vanilla is next. Wait, huh? So is the bottom part the only thing that she worked with into this original sort of outfit? Because where's the white? Aren't we? If this was Project Runway, if this was Project Runway, you know how they say you didn't incorporate all of the fabric that was supposed to be used for something. So I don't know. Maybe I'm being picky. She likes the silhouette. She has worn this one before a few times. That's fine. That's her thing. She's a little va-va-voom. I wanted to have more elements of the traditional garment into this, because it seems like only the bottom portion with the skirt, which, is being implemented here versus the other elements. Maybe I missed those moments. I don't know. I mean, them boxes looked a little bit different. Totally, Marta, we totally get that. That's not missed on anybody here. We even had the boxes with the fabric already, showcased before you got here, discussing the fabric that they received. I'm still questioning with the one piece of fabric that they did receive, how, say, for example, if they only had one piece of fabric, Pink Chadora was able to somehow take the skirt, which is also somewhat a part of the traditional garment here. That's the top. You see what I'm saying? That's my point in my opinion here at this moment. It's that regardless of them getting one piece of fabric from there are elements from the traditional costume that I don't see implemented in the look, and it kind of makes it less memorable for me, because it's like, oh, okay, this is her thing, but she did it with just this piece of it. Where's the white? Where's that part element of it? It kind of takes me into a different fantasy, but it's okay for me. It's not my favorite. What is this? What? No, what is this? What does this have to do with anything? Okay, Channel NRX, listen, I've kind of been here for the bitchiness. What is this? What is this? What is, do you see anything to do with the outfit? Like, what is this? Why? You can't talk shit about people on your cast or read somebody and then come out like this. Like, you can't do that, friend. You cannot. Like, you can't be that girl and then like come out. See, Mistress Isabel Brooks is a perfect example of someone that's gonna talk it but walk it. You can't do that. Because I'd been looking at you crazy if you were walking down the runway like, what is this? I don't know if you're about to like, make a lot of like, pastries for a group of children for a birthday party, or possibly work the corner of an intergalactic pit stop. You know what I'm saying? It's like Judy Jetson the Hooker meets Distressed Housewife meets fill in the blank. I wanted better for her. I really did. I think she's pretty. I think Channel has some good ideas. I don't know what this was about. And when she said, I'm going to go in a completely different direction, I just knew she's going to be in trouble. They said, go for what you know, but don't take it to another level, or at least a level that makes sense. And I don't get it. I don't get it. I hope she had fun making this look, at least. I don't know. That lip sync is going to be another thing I gotta talk about. It was like watching two people perform. See, this is why I'm mad I don't have the other pictures, because the Macarena deserves extra time here. She had this traditional look, and she went into a sort of like old woman route with it, a grandmother, if you will. What's interesting, and I thought was smart of her to do, was that if you remember her makeup from the previous runway, there was a lot of details in the back area of the look because of the sea urchins, right? So if we're thinking about time and changing into the looks for the runways and the amount of time they're allowed it to do, versus having to go and repaint a full new face, prosthetic the fuck out of it. Prosthetic the fuck out of it. And you can cover those marks with the wig, and you could do it. It was kind of genius a little bit to do it this way. And I was impressed that she thought to do that. Is it my favorite look? No, but I thought it was cool. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. Because it could have easily been, let me try to just do a regular drag, whatever. I'm going to take the look and do something else with it. But I think this was a successful presentation, and it was a reason to keep her in the safe zone. So I was appreciative of how she did this. I did. I liked it. I was like, okay. Then she was a sexy lady. It was like, go on, mom. I thought it was cute. As much as one of the girls who's no longer going to be there hated on the Macarena, she is very good for presentation when it comes to looks, especially ones that she likes herself. Like, you can tell she was feeling her shit when she did this. Like, okay, bitch, I'm going to give them grandmother. I'm going to take this off. I'm giving AARP card. I'm getting a 15% discount everywhere I go, bitch, because I am above 60. Go off, sister. I was here for it. Okay. Do they not like her? Because I didn't hate this. I know it's not full flamenco, and Marta Mama explained it in reference to it giving more like Cuban dancer tees with a little bit of splash of flamenco in there, especially because it's not like a full gown all the way down with the flamenco ruffles and the little split in the front to give it what it needs to go, right? So I was like, when Marta said, I was like, oh, okay, now I see. I had to do a couple of research on things. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense, right? I'm happy they enjoyed this look. It was when they talked about her other looks where I was like, oh my God, she was almost out of the woods. I was like, when they started talking about the other looks, I was like, damn, she was almost out of the woods. A full week of great. No. But this was pretty and I liked it. And I love the Afro Latina that she gives with her hair and this puff hair. I love it. It's so cute for her too. So I'm like, oh, I wish I had a bigger picture for this. I definitely fucked up today. But I loved it. So Marta, if she was given the full flamenco dress, did she just split it in half or something and didn't want to do it? Is that what happened? And she's like, let me just rechange and retool the bit. Because if everyone else got fabric and then she got like a full complete flamenco dress, how would she retool it then? Because let's say, okay, let me put myself in her shoes real quick. I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, everyone's got fabric. Wait, mine's the entire dress. So it's already made. Oh, that would fuck with me. Because it's like, so do I just deconstruct the bottom and like redo it with the fabric that's on the fabric wall? Do I like completely just take parts of it off and then redo? That would really that would kind of make it tough for me to think, because you're now working with an item that's already created versus something that's just fabric, and then you have something to think about. That would throw me off. Right. Some of them do share materials and tools, right? Because, I believe Petita was helping out with this one too. That's crazy. That would throw me off a little bit, just because, like, creatively, I like working not off of something that's already done. So, because I'll be thinking too hard about what it was, versus like if you say, Matt, go and do this and give me a bunch of fabrics, like, oh, the mind wanders. Black ruffles were made too. They were what? The way they edited this then, it made it seem like, and to Marta's point here, I just want to make my point valid as to why I'm like, what? Is because when we were here, let's get here, right? Now that I'm looking at it, she is holding the entire dress right there. Hold on, let's get to the box, because this is what threw me off right here. And it's like this everyone's in their own separate spaces, and I'm looking at what Petita's looking at, right? And you can see the hats there, but then you see all those other pieces of fabric that are all over the place, right? And you can see the yards and yards of those fabrics. So I was thinking more in line with, oh, they're utilizing more of this and creating looks out of nothing, versus them already having stuff that was pre-made and they're just working around it, but also creating new things to go on top of it. Maria did leave us the first episode. How? Let me not do that to that. Let me not do that to that other polka dotted dress. I'm like, technically, the yellow one was terrible too, but like, they all had to incorporate one finished item of clothing. Okay. I think that wouldn't be bad. I don't think that would be bad. I think that would be helpful. It kind of helps you build around something. Unless you're one of those people who wants to do it the other way. I can see that being a little bit better. I like that better. Yeah. I'm like, I was like, I hear you, Marta, but I remember a whole other flamenco dress. I was like, oh no. Oh no. No. Okay, where were we at? All right, now Petita is the winner of this week's episode, but they had this look that they were inspired by. Now, I personally lived and breathed for this, but more so when you find out the details behind it later as it's standing still. When it was walking, I thought also, like Javi, that there was an issue with the dress not being finished. But I found it to be interesting that she incorporated two looks together in this look, and it gave this kind of high fashion for me. I was like, oh, she gave us like a split dress. It's fabulous. I thought it was kind of sickening. It's later on when I love it more, and we'll get there in a second. I'll give you more time, Petita. I'll give you more time. I'll give it more time. I'll give it more time. All right. Like we've absorbed it. We've seen it. I think that's enough. I think that's enough trauma for us all today. I may say something that is not going to be received well, and I apologize for it in advance because I know it can be like, well, that's her thing, and da 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 da. And I respect that, and I want people to continue doing it. She never followed me to begin with. But I'm getting tired of the moonwalking. I'm low key like, okay, like everybody else is getting critiqued for heels and footwork and all that kind of stuff, and you can come out here and put an extra sock over some roller skates. No shade to it because I think it's talented as fuck and that's amazing. Honestly, like it's sickening she can even walk with them, but it is like, let's call it what it is. She moonwalks every runway. And it's, I don't know, sometimes I'm taken out of what we're looking at because I'm focused on her skating. And again, that's her thing. I receive it. I totally get it. I mean, the outfit's gross, but like I'm just speaking for myself here, and I can do that. I'm not a fan of it. I'm getting tired of it. And it's like, okay, I would like to see something different and then come back to the skating just to show that. But I don't know. But other than that, this outfit is terrible. But I'm personally tired of the skating. And I'm just like, okay, I don't know how long this is gonna go. I really don't know how long this is gonna go. Like, how long is this gonna go? And I dare them to say something about someone else's shoe. I dare them. Because it's like, she's got the same roller skates ever. Like, don't do that. Are her wheels shiny? Like that's all I'm thinking. If I was in the competition, I brought a whole bunch of heels. This baby got rolled up. Be like, now wait a minute. You didn't bring that one heel? But still, you know, I do like the roller skate. I don't know. It's Matt. I'm like, it's episode 3. What am I talking about? Like, how am I already tired of it? Like, what am I talking about? Let's let her get to like episode 8. You know what I'm saying? You know what I want to see with the roller skates, Lucas Sam? Let me tell you something what I want to see. You know how yeah, Reva, she did. she was scooting. She was scooting a boot. You know how there's sometimes with and I forget who else did this with roller skates or had, I think it was Minnie Cooper, I'm not sure. But there was somebody had a dress on and they had skates underneath it, and when they were moving, it looked like they were floating. You know what I mean? And I'm waiting for her to have a gown moment like that with the roller skates, where like the gown is fully hitting the floor and then she's just gliding through. Now that I want to see, because I think knowing how Kelly walks in those skates, I think would be sickening to see her just glide through the runway with a big old nasty gown. I would live it. I've been waiting on it. I'm hoping we get to see that this season. But that's my one little small thing about the skates. I promise you. Continue skating, roller Kelly. I just want to see you kind of incorporate it in not a very Barbie goes to the gym kind of way, or Barbie is a fitness instructor kind of way, or Barbie broke her shin on Venice Beach roller skating and was trying to escape a crackhead kind of day. Because every time I see you, it's very sports. The right stuff, the right price, Academy. It's a little that. So other than that, I like Kelly. I just wasn't a great episode. That's all. Wasn't a good one. Wasn't a good one. Okay. I'm not silent because it's bad. I'm silent because I'm pulling words together. Give me a second. I'm not doing this because I hate it. I'm doing this because I like elements of it. And then there are elements where I'm like, there is some things happening here. I didn't know she was being eaten by a pillow for a second. You know what I mean? At first, I assumed that she was basically being devoured by a monstrous pillow that had become sentient and was pissed off because she hadn't washed it. I was confused at what was going on upstairs. And the hat was the hat on top of the pillow. I was looking for the eyes. Feed me. I thought it was some sort of little shop of horrors teas with blankets and pillows. At first, that was me, you know. Then I got to the bra and I was like, well, damn. All right. She looks like she wins fights with those bras, okay? Like she beat bitches up. That's the one, too. The way the corset is done down here, and it's done upside down and made in sort of like a way with the skirt, I think is really genius with the white. I think it's cute. I do enjoy the coat in the back. I think that adds a little something to it and makes it a little bigger, gives it a little drama. The shoes can burn in hell. Those heels can burn in hell. Burn, baby, burn. Like, set it off. I want Queen Latifah to roll up on a motorcycle and shoot them. Pow, 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 pow. Those heels should be killed. I think Visa is cute, though, and I like Visa a lot. So I'm kind of conflicted with how I feel about it. Upstairs, I find so much happening from a Ghostbusters level. Downstairs, below the titty, I'm here for it. I love it like below the titty down. I'm like, oh, it's cute. I like it. But oh no, she was pulling a Mo Hart from season 10. You know, Mo had that little bit of trouble on her season. She had to sew a lot of her looks because you know, some things weren't finished. Couldn't, you know, some designers, sometimes we don't have things together, or we don't got the money for it. So, you know, it can be hard to, like, you know, pull everything together. But for what it's worth, she be doing good for someone who don't have things also for the most part. You know what I mean? There are other girls who, you know, it's, you know, came prepared and their clothes were all ugly. But you know, there it is. Oh, goodness gracious. But I like Visa though. I'm rooting for Visa. I like her a lot. Bestia is next. Now, this is what Channel NRX wanted to do. This is what they wanted to do. They wanted to take something and do their own thing and completely say, fuck all that. This is the perfect way to do it. Why? Because I can still tell that this outfit goes with the traditional garment that she's representing. Like, it's quite obvious with the way that the stripes are going down with the chaps of the dress. Instead of doing it in a white, in a black, and a red, it's black, white, and pink. The little puff on top is right at the center of the, like, it's still there and it still makes sense. And that's why I was like, see, this is where you missed the mark, because you wanted to do so much extra shit. You can be yourself. You can do different shit. You can do it, but you gotta get in your lane. Stay in the lane. I don't know. I loved it. I thought this was great. I was impressed. She made that wig there too. Work. That's fire. Ooh, now that's a queen. Now, a queen that can sew and do her own hair, I aspire for that. Makeup, sew, and do your own hair. Those I think are the three staples where it's like, if I can get on the show and make at least 2 wigs, 3 outfits, and do at least 3 different faces, I will feel like I'm fine. And I'll let my talent speak for me for the rest of the way. If I can just get 3 of 3, the 3 for 3. I think this is great. Love it, 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 love it. And I like that Bestia. For me, sometimes I think, I don't know, like I didn't enjoy the bumper car look, not my favorite, but I enjoyed the last 2 looks a lot. And I like that when I see anything that they do, it's them. I don't see anybody else. Sometimes a little reminiscent of queens I know from America, but not to the point where I'm like, oh, she's literally knocking them off. I wouldn't say that, but I feel whatever Bestia gives is what is Bestia. So she's always in her looks, and I like that. The judges panel was kinder this week. Yeah, I'm very happy about that. I'm happy that we didn't have a beginning of you look bad, this is terrible. I'm very happy. It had become very tiresome. No shade. I get that it's drama, but like the first 2 episodes, everybody can't be terrible. Like, anywho, except for we're gonna get to Javi in a second because I was like, honey, are you looking for stuff? He got to Petita, and all of a sudden, everyone was praising her outfit, and he had to. He couldn't let it go. He goes, but I have to say this, for something that, you're so well at this, you should have had, it seemed unfinished with the white that was happening with your skirt as it was moving. I could see that it wasn't finished correctly. And it was the way Petita was like, here at this part, like she already knew this part of my skirt, that's what you're talking about. Ooh, this felt so good. It felt so good. Baby, that was a pocket, sweetie. And it was a part of the tradition. I was just trying to put an extra detail in there. I just had time and made a pocket. Oh, it tasted so good. Oh, I could feel it. I could feel that return, like that reverse card in Uno, like whoop, right back. Like, that's not what that was. It wasn't a panel. It was a pocket. Mind you, look at her holding this with a messed up fingers. I have my top 4 all ready to go at the end of this episode. If you want to know who I feel is going to go all the way, I'm going to tell you now. Because after this episode, I was like, okay, I have my favorites. I'm ready to talk. I'm here for it. I do love a lot of them, but I have a 4s. There are 4 of them, low-key 5 if I really want to talk about it, who I just love. And I can't, it's hard to even talk about them. Like, because I'm like, if they do wrong, I'm like, Wild card, Petita's white pocket was so real for dragging Javi like that. An iconic moment of Drag Race 2023 so far. Gagged them a bit. So remember how Scarlett, when she was talking to that dude with the colorful jacket during her season 11, and he was like, it just looks so cheap with the necklace and all that. And she breaks the necklace without taking her eyes off of him. She's staring at him. Didn't take her eyes off of him and rips the necklace off, chunks it, and gives that face again. And she never lost eye contact. That's this is that moment. Because Petita looked at him like, you mean this part of my dress? Already knew what he was talking about. It's a pocket, baby. And it wasn't even rude about, just very nice. No, that was intentional. Paquita was living. Did you? Okay, wait. Do I have the picture? Because Paquita was living for this moment. I thought it was so funny. Because Paquita was like, mind you, look at Supreme. Everybody was like, yes. Javi starts explaining himself for this moment still again. It's like, girl, look, Paquita was like, because it was a vibe. It was very like, okay, before you try to read, girl, like I already had this together. It's a pocket, sweetie. My keys are in here. I get to go home after this. I loved it. I loved it so much. Supreme definitely, yeah, right. Supreme was very, that's how you check someone real quick. It wasn't even like a full body check, but it was very, Javi's looking for something to talk about. And she's like, not today, Satan. So it was fun to see him having to re-explain himself. But wait, see, it's these kind of moments with drag that I love, those small details. Stop, girl. You just said her panel was showing 2 minutes ago. Take the L. Take the L. I'm so sorry. I was waiting for it too, because I'm like, didn't get it. That's what I mean about drag. It's the small stuff. No, you talked about a panel, not a pocket beforehand. She had to correct you. I was like, where your man at to help you out with this one, sister? Because Clover. This is actually her initial face when they were like, before they even like gave her the positive critiques, because it was almost like, here we go. Because they dragged her first 2 looks, but really like this one. And I'm glad there was something positive to say. But sometimes when I see her up here, I get the feeling they don't really like her that much, or they like her, but they don't think she's as polished as the other girls. And they're kind of drilling it into her a little bit. Even though, and we can talk about it, I'm happy for Pink Chidora, but like that dance challenge, and I get the runway, like all of it, but I mean, I still feel bad for her. I feel like she deserve at least a little credit or something for that. It was very, oh, you look like this, you look like that. I just thought the blonde wig was the crime. I thought that was the issue. That's all. I like you, Clover. I'm sorry, Pooh. I love this hair, though. It's so cute. I think her makeup's cute, too. When they said that they loved their smile to the only woman, oh my God. Which one, please, Marta, please, like, who was it, though, that said that? Because I feel like Anna would never, like, open her mouth to say that. I feel like that had to be one of the Javis. Was it Supreme? Couldn't be. Oh, no. Really? I missed that. Oh, no. Maybe I was trying to, like, tune that out once, like, it was Supreme. Oh, God. That's like one of my least favorite comments to tell somebody. Like, some people just don't. You know what I mean? Not everyone's face is attuned to be like, I hate that. It's such a backhanded like compliment or whatever. And it's also like, you don't know what's going on. And it's also been like people's feelings are very valid in situations with emotions. Like we can't all be on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Albert. And to think that we can't even blame the writer's strike for these lines. Ooh. Valentina, I love your smile. Did you steal those tights? You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You look like a Linda Evangelista. Aja, for what it's worth, that was iconic. With that makeup and that heat miser wig. Ooh, that was iconic. That was iconic. Looking a whole goddamn fool. Hideous, even if we really want to talk about that look, looking horrible. It was. Oh man, season 9 is gonna be a fun rewatch when we start doing our retro RuPaul's Drag Race reviews again. Season 9 is gonna be a fun watch again, because that was the first season I started my channel with. So that'll be fun to watch. How many years later? How long ago was that? That wasn't that long ago. I feel like we should wait till like the 10-year anniversary to do that one. Well, the 10-year anniversary of my channel will be 2026. So nothing really to say on Untucked. The Untucked this year hasn't really. I didn't mean to bring this back up. Oh my God. Untucked is a little bit different than the last 2 years. There hasn't really been moments of like cattiness or like I guess progressive storylines happening. It's a lot of how you feeling, are you okay right now? And I'm wondering if we're gonna get what we got with Jariji like in season 2 or even in the first season with Dovima a little bit with how some of the conversations took place. This is almost like a quick 4-minute like walkthrough. Like we've been sitting back here, a joke is made. Now we come back and Untucked is it's not 30 minutes. I'm not asking them to do a full episode, but nothing's really happening right now. So not a lot to chime in on. Petita looks so good. Both Paquita and Petita look so good. Look at how she has the legs done, y'all. Look at the heel. Look at that heel. Look at that stiletto. Ooh. That gives me very, very light. That pointy heel, honey. That not chunky stiletto lets me know that is an airy woman. Okay? Lighter than air. Does not leave an impression in that ground whatsoever. Petite. Petita is the winner of this week's challenge. To be honest, it could have gone either to Paquita or Petita. Either way, I'd have been happy. I am happy Petita won because, she did help out a lot of people for this challenge, as well as giving advice, but also because I can see this is something that they really, really love to do. And to be rewarded for it is a big deal. So I was really happy that they won. It's nice to have also an even spread within the first 3 episodes so far with who has had a win so far this season. You know what I mean? So it's not like a full, like, oh, we already know what's up. But Bestia, Pink Chidora, and now Petita have win so far this season. The bottom 2 was the right bottom 2. Yeah. Kelly Roller... Look at these booties on the heels, y'all. And Channel NRX. Now, I know this song, but it's always fun hearing the Spanish version. I kind of live hearing the Spanish version. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way. Genie in a bottle. Yeah, we gotta do Christina Aguilera, honey. Okay, now listen. Kelly Roller beat Channel NRX, and it was kind of easy. She literally rolled past her. I don't know what Channel was doing. Like, Kelly really wasn't doing anything, to be honest with you. It was very light work. With her, I'm a roll here, stay, do one of these numbers, a cartwheel. That was kind of cool because she didn't slip and it was with the skate, so dope. But man, let me do Channel NRX for you. Hold on. At one point, she turns around to the audience. She turns around to the queens, and I was like, what is happening? Like, what's going on? Did she not know the words of the song? Was she expecting another version of this song? Like, they've got the AirPods. They got the iPod. What's going on? And she was rapping to this. Did you, the hair? I was like, what is she doing? This isn't it. This isn't it. Look at this. The judges are in front of you, sister. Like, I think that her genre of music that she's like this isn't for her, right? This isn't like something she can really give and emulate the much of. I don't see that from Channel like at all. But I know she tried. Kelly did it. Kelly, it was an easier watch. You know what I mean? It was a little bit on the money when it came to the song for me. So I had more respect for Kelly performing. But I literally watch Channel get up there and do Iggy Azalea. You know what I mean? I don't know. What are you doing? Can you imagine? I'm a genie in a bottle. What? You gonna rub me the right way? If you wanna be with fucking me, bitch, pay the price. What? Pay. I'm a genie in a what? What? Like, what are we doing? What's happening? Is this Lil Kim's the jump off? What do we like what's going on? Now, now. Let's all pretend that this face is really for him to just say cock, but like in reality, that scream for that cartwheel was so unnecessary. No shade to you, Kelly, none whatsoever. I put that on God. Do your thing, bitch. But when I tell you, when that man gave you that scream, I was so confused. I assumed he was waiting for two penises to hit his throat. I don't know what was going on. I was like, what was that for? You have seen bigger and way more crazier things on that stage. Like, don't. He was seizing. Ow. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. It has, Albert. Finale season 1. Season 1's finale lip sync was the best lip sync to ever happen for España. The best one. I downloaded that song because of Killer Queen, Carmen Farala, and Sagittaria. I downloaded that song. Oh, for your life. I mean, that was for the crowd, right? You said for the life. I'm keeping my statement. Lives were on the line. I'm keeping my statement. For your life. Killer versus Poopy and Sagittaria. I did like that one. That was a good one. Yeah. Diamante versus I miss all of these people. Oh my God. I loved season 2. I really did. I thoroughly enjoyed season 2. Yeah, Diamante versus Onyx was kind of cute. I think that was a pop. I think that was a vibe. I think so. Yeah. That one was fun too. Yeah. Venedita versus Jarigi. Oh, yes. That was a good one too. I'm on a live right now. I'll call you back in about 15 minutes. Okay. Yeah, that was a good one too. That was sexual. That was very sexy. That was hot. That was hot. I remember that one. They were giving. There were babies being made on the stage. Do you hear me? That adoption fee was waived, girl. Woo! They said we believe in the same-sex household. Give them all the children. But nothing that happened on that stage today deserved this face, that scream, that mouth being open. None of it. None of the sorts. I wonder what song Channel was actually lip syncing to. Marta. Silly. Lesbians. Oh, I can't. I have to record that moment when I meet Victoria Scone. I have to record that moment when I meet Victoria Scone. That has to be recorded. Of us singing the lesbian song together. It has to be recorded. Can you imagine? Oh, that would make my year. Did I show you all the video that she sent me of her singing the song with Tia Coffee and Pixie Polite? Because they were all watching my review for Canada versus the World, and all three of them were sitting around talking about lesbians. One of these days, just like with Drag Race, I will unprocrastinate myself and I will finally do an EP of comedic songs because I told myself I'm going to do something to pay homage to the Weird Al Yankovic's of the world and do a bunch of dumb, like, silly tracks of me just singing certain songs and rapping certain songs. I've got to do it because Lesbians is a perfect jam. I feel like it'd be number one. It would be a number one hit. I'm telling you. Like, we just start having all the lesbians that we like all in the background on the stage, like Melissa Etheridge back there. Lesbians. When you need work actually done, like your taxes. Lesbians. Like that full bit. Do you want to get some advice from someone who's not going to bullshit you? Lesbians. Thank you, South Park, for literally instilling nonsense into me. Listen, why are you so happy? Like, look at how Supreme is looking. Look at it. Now, this is the first time weird Matt's rants of it. Ow. I can't. I can't. Who that? Wait, who that? Oh, Barbie. Oh, Barbie's out here. Barbie Royale. Black Gay Pride is happening out here in Houston right now. So they've had events booked, and Barbie Royale is out here for the event now, but they'll be on Queen of the Universe. Okay. Cute. I'm Supreme this episode, at least during the lip sync. Supreme was not making any faces. She was doing a lot of this with her hands like, okay, what's going on here? Yeah, they really pushed that date back on Queen of the Universe to almost of us forgetting about the show happening. They announced it like it was coming out in May, which it was supposed to. Now it's like, nope, July. It's like, oh, excuse me. I need to take some of that detox stuff from that drinking last night because Lord Jesus, girl, I can still taste the Tito's. Oh, I hate that. This is why I don't drink. I hate that taste. Like the next day, and you have been drinking water and minding your business, and all of a sudden you burp, and it's gross. Blah. The lip sync is over, and we're all thankful. That's probably the most honest thing about this. The lip sync is over, and we're all thankful. Not a good one. Kelly, you rolled away with this victory. You should be proud of yourself. Channel, I don't know what you were channeling, but it was not Christina Aguilera or any, it wasn't good. Sad to see you go so soon. I actually had you pegged to go a lot further. I assumed. I felt the same way about Ugasio. Anybody that felt a little different as far as their looks or gave a little art piece, I thought we were going to get, but I don't know. Maybe Channel will come back into the competition. We don't know yet. Again, there is a twist in place where if, I guess these eliminated queens will get an opportunity to come back into the race. We'll see how that works out. We'll see. But personally, my top 4 after this episode that I think will be okay. I think both Paquita and Petita are going to be the ones to be at least in a top 4 situation. If none of them get there, I'm going to be upset. Paquita especially, because I'm really engaged with who they are, even not just with the drag, but like everything about them. I just love the energy they give. I'm here for it, right? Petita is the other one because I just love their fashions and I love also the way they carry themselves. The other 2 I have, Pink Chador for some reason. I like Pink Chador. I may not like everything that they wear, but everything about them in general, I find them to be very personable and they're fun. Number 4, I might be struggling between 2 people for that one because it would be cool if the Macarena came back and it was like, oh, bitch, she went up to the top 4. Because you know how it happened like with like Vanjie or like with Shangela, like people who left home like first episode, then come back and it's like, bitch, it's on. I just need more time to cook real quick. My bad. All the personality was there, but this, that, and the other. But maybe them, but I'm also Visa is also on my mind too. I think Visa is going to get better and better as it goes. I think there are some small little tweaks that we could do here for Visa, but I like listening to Visa talk. I like listening to them talk. I like looking at them, and I think that they also have, like, I don't know. I enjoy their drag. I see they go big. Sometimes it doesn't pay off all the way, but like, I don't know. I'm intrigued. I like the entire cast, to be honest with you. I just them four, but the P's, Paquita and Petita. Oh, I'd like to see them in a top 4 position with some other queens. I would. I'm interested in their drag. Interested. I'm interested. Either way. Channel, good luck to you and whatever is to come. Maybe you'll be back in the competition, maybe not. Maybe it was like, oh, the first couple of challenges were actually all crap, and I'm about to eat it up when I come back into the competition, if that is the case. And they should have, been prepared, but we will see. I'm kind of excited to see when this twist starts. I feel like we have a couple more episodes to go before that happens. As a reminder, there were a good amount of queens this season, so this will not be a very short season, and thank God, because that gets really annoying sometimes. I like it when the seasons last a while. I'm here to talk about it, so yeah. That was my Drag Race España review. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes since it's live, which means after this, I'm going to be talking about this piece of cake journey. If you remember, like I talked about before, for those of you who are just joining in here, and I'll be posting it a lot better than I did before, but I will be performing at Precinct in downtown Los Angeles during Dragcon weekend. That Friday, I will be in my drag persona, Miss Pizza Cake, and you can get a slice if you want. And I will be performing for the first time. I'm very excited. I get to finally jump into this drag journey full on, balls to the wall, if you will, or at least taped inside of me, if you will. And I'm very happy. And of course, I'm also nervous, but I've been practicing and working out for like the last 3 months, getting this together. Ever since bitch told me she was like, yes, I'll put you on the, I was like, wow, it's on. And so if you're going to be in Los Angeles on May 12th and you want to come to Precinct downtown Los Angeles, please, we'd love to see you there from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. There is a $20 cover charge. And of course, tips are much appreciated to all the queens and kings that are going to be performing there. So the lineup is stacked. Landon Sider, Vanden Von Odd, Dali, Bitch Puddin', God, Meatball, Shauna Brooks, Sigourney Beaver. I'm so excited to meet her. Leeson Purchase, Olivia Lux, Alaska Thunderfuck 5000, Nicole Page Brooks, my mother, Honey Davenport, Joey J. Everybody's here. Malicious Scott. I can't even read some of these names. It's so far away. Oh, it's right here, Matt. Juice Box, Geometric, Kendall Gender, Cynthia Kiss, Opulence Black, Allegra B. Black, Tenderoni Chiquita, Malicious Scott, Marisol Lords. Hunter is fine up here. Okay, listen, Hunter hard and Day cute too. Jessica cute too. Awesome. Cleopatra Jackson. Listen, it's gonna be a crazy show. Let me read. I need to read what bitch sent out. So when we're talking about it and promoting it, make sure I have this correct. Also, let's not to the edge of it, so I can't get it to it probably. Okay, it worked. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so everybody who I mentioned is going to be there. It's the kickoff of the RuPaul's Dragcon weekend with Bitchin' on May 12th at Precinct downtown Los Angeles. Never been to Bitchin'. It's an arcade rock show with a whole lot of tomfoolery. The featured games that are going to be there are Tekken 2, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Mario Kart 8. So if you are gamers and you are going to be going there and you also play some video games such as Tekken 2, Super Smash Bros., and Mario Kart, you have things to do, okay? Plus all these amazing performances by everybody who I just mentioned, including myself. And of course, we got Beats by DJ Lazy Eye and Foxy the DJ. $20 cover gets you unlimited tokens to play video games, the opportunity to network in the bathroom, and also access to one of the best drag shows of the weekend. But yes, that's the information for that. I will be updating the post completely to make sure that it's all going to be like, very. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. It's a lot. So please, if you're gonna be there, tune in or be there. Please, if you're gonna be taking footage, send it to me also so I can incorporate it, because I will be doing a docu-style filming of me getting ready and transforming into Piece of Cake and talking about the process and who she is, as well as my Dragcon experience. So if you're gonna be there that weekend, let me know. I appreciate it. And yes, thank you for your support on this channel. So yes, for the girls who were mad that she doesn't do drag and she's talking about it, shut up. Because now leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. What color is your wig going to be? You'll have to see Christina. Pisa is the kind of girl who looks mean, but is so nice, but you don't fuck with her because she will cut you. I don't cut people. I just beat them up. Nails off first, of course. No. Hey, Crash. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate it. Yeah, but no, I'm very happy. It's something I've been working on for quite some time. I've honestly had a lot of like tough times getting over some certain like hurdles and humps with worrying about other people's opinions about me when it came to me wanting to do drag and getting to full geisha and everything else like that. I have been an admirer of the art for so many years, ever since I saw RuPaul in Crooklyn in that bodega. Like, I have been obsessed, and it's been something I've been like fighting to get myself mentally over on that sort of like hill of, thinking that it's not right. And I now feel comfortable doing it. And to be very clear, it's not my first time in heels. It's not my first time dancing in heels. This ain't gonna be no Bambi motherfucking shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay. Thank you, Marta. But yeah, so that's gonna be a journey. I'll be, of course, covering it when it comes to my channel this upcoming week, from Sunday to this upcoming Saturday. Of course, I will be in LA from Wednesday through Saturday, but I'll be back the following Sunday. So I will have a panel episode Sunday, and then Monday I will have the Monday I'll have, come on, brain, the Bad Boys episodes 2 and 3 review. And then I'll do a rant with me that Tuesday prior to the day I leave, Wednesday, out to Los Angeles. And I have to immediately, once I get there, I'm meeting up with my team, and we're discussing how we want to do everything in terms of like the visuals. If we're going to put any visuals in the background, like bitch just asked if I want to put those in. I'm like, okay, like we got to really think about this. So it's a lot of work that I'm putting into this, and I'm very happy and I'm very excited. And I know people are still going to hate on me, so it's whatever, but I'm doing everything that I said I was going to do. So they can rot, they can suck it as far as I'm concerned. So yeah. But yeah, all those questions you have about who is Miss Pisa and how this is all going to work out together, it's all going to come together for my Dragcon video. This is why I'm not doing interviews this year. For the girls who are like, oh, she's that. Fuck that. That's not true. Shut up. No, no, that's not it. I clearly could have like asked to, and I probably will do it next year. But I really knew that this year I'm honestly going to be just busy the entire time I'm in LA, getting everything ready for Pisa's like full appearance, and then trying to see all the queens that I didn't get a chance to last year, including this year, especially with people like Queen Kong, Black Pepper, my Drag Race Down Under girls, my Drag Race UK, Drag Race España, like anybody that's coming that I know it would be hard to see because they're overseas. I'm like literally gonna make an effort to be like front and center there. And all my American queens, that's gonna be my Thursday. My Thursday's gonna be running around. But Jada Essence Hall may be the first person I go see. Jada Essence Hall may be the first person I go see. Maybe. Because we were supposed to meet 3-4 years ago, right after she won her season. And then remember when Raja did my face and painted my face for Pisa, that face that you see on the flyer, right? So Hota Carol, oh my God, I love her. Okay, good, Marta. That's somebody who I need to go see. I love her. Oh my goodness. Okay. So Jada and me exchanged messages back on IG many moons ago when that had happened, because she saw Roger do my face, and she was like, bitch, I need to do your face. And I was like, holy shit. Oh, I was like, oh my God, we can plan this up. Oh, everything was working out. And then all that drama, like all the pandemic stuff happened. The lockdown occurred and everything changed up. And I had to move from LA. It was the worst. And I never got to have that moment with her. And so it's going to be surreal seeing her. And then if you remember last year for the All-Star 7 panel at Dragcon, she and Evie and her weren't there. You know what I'm saying? It was Jada and Evie were the only two that weren't present. And I'm like front and center. I'm seeing Jinx, Raja, all these people, like my drag sister Monet, everybody up there. Like everybody was up there except for those two. And I was like, Evie's also one of my favorite people. Evie's been such a fan, like really nice to me and Jamar. Me and Jamar are super fans of hers, and she's been really nice to us. Love Evie down. But like it was Jada was the one who I was trying to meet since her season. It had never happened. And it was like, ah. So I will be having a moment more than likely. Might cry a little bit. I may tear up. Yeah, the Vivienne will forever be one of my favorites of all time, and not just as drag, but as a person in general. The Vivienne literally stopped an entire panel to give me time. And she didn't have to do that. That wasn't necessary. Like, I don't know if someone was like, don't do that again to her or whatever the case may have been. But like literally in the middle of a panel of just people talking, and I'm sitting right there, like stopped it and said, we have to give the people who talk about us flowers. And it wasn't just me as Matty. It was like reviewers in general. But I'm the representative of the YouTube community that just so happened to be right there. And Vivienne knows me personally from the first time I met her at that Dragcon many moons ago when we shared that chicken tender and it was a Lady and the Tramp moment, to also like just her journey in general from season 1 to season 1 to All-Star 7. That's my bitch, you know what I mean? And I'm getting emotional. Raja, Jinx, Shay, Monet, Trinity, all up there applauding me for like giving them time and love, whether I shaded, whether I gave it time. It's a part of the Drag Race makeup. So when people always come down on YouTubers who talk about the show, it's not just me. Like we can put in like Boosie Queen, Jack Fed, IMHO, like Marta Mom, like all of us that are sort of our own brand of reviews and reference videos and sort of like, drag race culture, that we're a part of the makeup of this. Bible Girl told me that one day when she put me on dragqueenmerch.com, and it was a way to like make me understand that if anybody says that I don't belong there, they don't know what they're talking about. If anybody says that I don't know what I'm talking about, they don't know shit. Because like you've been doing this for years. There are people who have made channels because of you that wouldn't even give you the credit you deserve, but probably like, I hate him, I want to make my own shit, and did it that way. Or I was inspired by it, and here I go. You know what I mean? And so I've never said, no one, don't get your flowers, don't do all that. I've even been, I'm a part of, the Chop Block are my people, but I also have a friendly relationship with Boosie Queen. And that was a whole situation. But I'm not really trying to beef with nobody unless you want to step up and get your ass knocked out. But I'm not about that life anymore because I'm older and wiser now. But these hands still work. So try it if you want to. But I'm not going to jail for you. So, but the Drag Race culture bit, like I'm a part of that makeup in a sense. And, it was, Vivienne doing that, Bible Girl including me with dragqueenmerch.com, Cameo recognizing me as part of the RuPaul's Drag Race community. It all adds up. And people don't like that, but they're going to have to deal with it. Just because it's your opinion, just because they don't care for it, honey, it's just an opinion. It does not change the world. Not all opinions do, okay? Not these ones over here. And if any opinion should change the world, it's the positive ones that I post and talk about. And believe me, I do talk about positive things. It's not always negative, regardless of what Reddit says, you guys, okay? They're never there for the good stuff. They only show up for the bad. And I can't really work with that, This year has been a blessing for me. I have my therapy has been amazing. I'm thankful for my therapist. I'm thankful for the chance to not only change as a person and grow and become more mature in my destination in life, as me and my therapist talk about my destination. Where we're going, what this is all for, has been very crucial and helpful for me. Me also taking control of my health this year has been super crucial. I know I gained like 20 pounds, but it actually fits on me just nice. And getting over portions and feelings of body dysmorphia. I actually beat diabetes this year. I was pre-diabetic all last year. And this year I finally got out of the range for that. So like bucket list after bucket list, hitting it moments like that, got my place again. I'm getting my fur baby right after Dragcon, like thinking about Dragcon being 6 days away, but also thinking about right when I get home, the next mission is getting my fur baby, my child. I'm so excited about this. Like it's a lot happening for me. And then Beyonce is going to be in concert this year. It's a blessing. I'm feeling blessed. I am. And nothing anybody can say to me can make me feel any differently about it. I know what's going on. I know what's happening. I'm fully aware. I even know that there's a website apparently where people are trying to find my nudes. My friend sent me a link to a thread on this page that's dedicated to finding like people who are online's like nude pictures and shit. And apparently back in 2019, when I had posted some like pool shots, baby girl, I was, oh my God, they had so many pictures up of me. Like, where is it? We need to find the nude version of this. I was like, oh my God, not my picture, not up here. Oh my God. Does he have an OnlyFans? And I'm like, oh, should I start one? That's not I can't do that though. That's not the brand. No. At the end of the day, yeah, I appreciate all of y'all's support from this for this channel and for me. I know sometimes I'm not always in the best headspaces. I can have a bit of an attitude sometimes, and it's not something that you have to deal with. I respect that. If it's one for you, you're done for you. I know sometimes other people get chances, but sometimes for others, it's only one to go because you weren't like cool on the fence like that. That's fine. Don't bring that shit over here. Take it to the other places. I won't give you space and place for that over here. I feel too good about myself to allow others to take me out of that good headspace, right? So yeah. I'm very happy right now. That's where y'all need to know. I'm very happy. Like I've been smiling since I saw that flyer last night, and it's just like, oh, I'm like, oh, it's only May. That's me. It's only May. I heard some rumors about other seasons that are going to be filming right after Dragcon too. Like right after Dragcon. Yeah, there'll be video. We'll be taking footage of it. I'm not going to tell you what, but yeah, I heard that a particular season is going to be like filming very, 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 very soon. And I'm like, ooh, I'm here for it. I'm excited for it, especially because it's happening like directly after that, because so many things have happened where I'm like, if they had started early, we would have missed some, we would have missed some points that we could have used for possible scripts and stuff like that. So I'm kind of happy they're doing it around this time. Makes sense. It does. And then it'll come out next year, probably. I think it'll be good. Anywho, I got to go. I need to get this, start promoting this stuff right now. And I need to go over everything with my friend and make sure that I get everything submitted properly and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I just need to focus tonight. So I will get back to gaming again. I've been so busy. Like even after this, I'm going to get like a bite to eat and I'm going to go right back into practicing again. I wake up practicing. I go to sleep practicing. I change up the choreography every other day. I find something new I want to do instead of this. Like, oh, my Libra is driving me wild right now. The indecisiveness. I want to change the song today. I was like, ooh, I want to change it to this one now because it makes more sense. And I'm like, no, keep it. So yeah, it's a lot going on. But the panel will be tomorrow. We'll have a good time. I'm going to put a poll up this evening as far as like the retro rewind of the RuPaul Drag Race reviews. And we'll do, of course, like, you know, an overall thoughts of the season, and then do their ball episode. I think, let me see what I wrote down. I said I wanted to do, in my mind, I was like, it's probably going to be between season 3, season 5, and All Stars 2 will be the 3 that I go off of here. And so y'all will choose between those 3, and then we'll talk about the season as a whole and the runways as a group for the panel. Yeesh. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Hugs and kisses, best love and wishes to you. It's your boy, Matty-Rants. I am going to eat a lot of carbs so I can soak up some of this, you know, alcohol. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Please support and watch Drag Race España, available in all countries except for Spain on Wow Presents Plus. It's a good show. It really is, y'all. Support the show. It's good. Judging's been weird this season, but it's just 3 episodes. We've got a long way to go, so maybe things will change. Either way, love it down. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, likes, comment, support. Drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it. I will see you for tomorrow's panel. Until then, take care. Love you. I need to stop talking. Thank you. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye.
Listen.
Yeah.
Yes, God. Get that out of there.